Hello, everyone, and welcome to Marvel Monday. I am super pumped for this particular stream because we finally have one of my favorite Avengers of all time, Hulk, hulking around, and we are doing...
You've always been a huge Hulk fan.
It just, pure aggression. What
Hulk
else can you want?
Hulk the superhero, Hulk the wrestler.
That's right. Gotta pump it up. Did you ever watch the old Hulk show as a kid?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I watched it all. Mutant League Football, anything in this era I was into.
As a kid, I was the third born kid, and I had a lot of cousins that were actually the age of my older two brothers. And a lot of times, obviously that Avengers video game, that's where Captain Jabimbo comes from.
Man, that's so good.
But I was always relegated to the characters that they didn't want to play. Or the toys they didn't want to play with and stuff.
Makes sense.
So like Hulk is good enough to always be around, but usually not good enough that he's people's first choice.
That's right.
And those kind of things. So there's a special place in my third child heart for Hulk. But I'm super excited. How's everyone doing out there? This is going to be, I moved on Friday and then proceeded to continue moving all weekend.
Dude, yeah. How's that new house going, huh?
It's great. The natural light in the house is one of my favorite things about any place I've ever been in. It's great. Didn't have to turn a single light on.
Has the realization hit you that you can change it in whatever way that you want? Knock out that wall, put a new window in, that kind of stuff?
I mean, no. I was basically moving stuff, sweating, and then laying on the ground. That was my weekend.
Couldn't even afford a couch.
We have a couch, but I was sweaty, so you don't want to get the couch sweaty.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty exhausted. And so I'm going to be lean back this stream, but I'm excited to Hulk it up.
I think we should talk about what Hulk should be doing, ultimately. Because so what we're doing today, we're doing the double decker is what we're calling it. Which is where, so we're both going to be playing the same hero. Technically illegal, but technically also a lot of fun. So we're going to try to get through all four aspects. We're going to play two different aspects in the first game, two different aspects in the second game, and kind of see what Hulk can do in all these different aspects. Particularly because you would think that it's just punching and stuff. But there's actually some really cool things that I think you can do in all of these. I was looking at Justice, notably going to be one of the weaker factions, if not the weakest, for Hulk, but I still think it's got some cool play. I think you've got some opportunities in there.
Yeah, I think from a big picture level, it's like Hulk's obviously really good with aggression. It's the aspect he comes with in the pack.
Right.
I think I did some deck building on Marvel DB this weekend, and my first thing when I'm deck building usually is just add any card I might include. And with aggression, it's nice to see the game get into this point, but I had 60, 65 cards in my deck, and I usually like to run at 40, so that's a lot of cuts.
Yeah,
and obviously aggression is getting a lot of new cards in this pack. But then on the flip side, I got to Justice, and it was there's only 33 cards in my pack, in my stack. So it was I have to find 7 neutrals to play this. But looking at it, it's pretty, I think he can play all aspects weirdly. He's a 0 thwart, I think it's thwart or scheme. I always get those mixed up.
Yeah, it's thwart.
But it's 0 thwart. It's not the dash, so technically he could thwart if he somehow wanted to.
He could.
He won't thwart.
He could. He probably
but
won't,
his greatest strength on the thwart side of the fence is the fact that he has, I think it's 18 health. He can take a bunch of damage. He can stay in hero mode for a very long time, which means that the villain is going to be scheming a lot less. And then if he's playing the Justice cards, I think he can technically get it done. But it's pretty cool because aggression, he does a lot of damage. Protection, like I said, he's got 18 health.
3 defense, too.
3 defense, 18 health. He also has an upgrade that gives him Retaliate 1 and +4 health. So that's a ton. And then there's the protection card that I always don't run in Spider-Man, but it's when you would basically defend, you do your damage back to them. And it's his damage might be pretty big.
Yeah, that's awesome, the counterattack kind of thing.
Yeah, and then in leadership, I think he's also got some fun plays. It reminds me a little bit of your Thor deck when I was looking at leadership, where it's there's a way to play this at a low cost curve.
That's good.
That's a little different. So I'm actually excited about all of them. So we're going to play at least a couple games and explore every aspect with Hulk.
Hit up some comments real quick. First of all, a lot of people mentioned Ashes. You guys are all just phenomenal. So this is an experiment that we were running. It kicked off last week called the Player-Driven Production System, where we worked together with Plaid Hat to essentially see if we could get Ashes Rise of the Phoenix Form back into print through this subscription system that we also run for Marvel Champions and others. And it worked. It worked incredibly well. I think we were all a little bit taken aback by how well it worked. And the response that people have given. So we've hit the 1,000-person goal. We've continued to see more and more people signing up for Ashes as we go along.
So awesome.
So huge thanks to everybody out there. We'll spend a lot more time on Ashes on Wednesday, which is when we're streaming it this week. We'll focus on Marvel Champions today, but just real quick, just huge thanks. I know a lot of you probably play both or are interested in going from Champions and maybe playing your first head-to-head expandable card game in Ashes, and we would love for you to join us in that. Catch us on Wednesday to see what it's all about. And then meantime, a couple of cool comments coming in. I saw Pierre Freebird here. Hi from France. Hello. I just love that we can.
You said Pierre?
Yeah, I love that we can be this far away. It's insane. We're really, we talk about this a lot, but even just when I was a kid, I remember my first AOL chat room when I was talking about the Seattle Mariners to somebody from across the globe.
Wild times.
Seemingly, I think it was in the States, in Washington, which would not be
Supposedly
surprising.
from somewhere else.
And it's one of those like baseball. I was totally new, and it was like there were like 16 chat rooms you could join, on AOL, and one of them was like baseball. I had some understanding of that as like a 14, 13-year-old kid. And went in there, I was at a friend's house, and it was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm talking to somebody who's in a different state than me live right now. How amazing is that? And we're literally broadcasting right to you guys all over the world right now, and that's just incredible. So Pierre said, just finished my first day of work since we got confined in March. Congratulations on that, Pierre. He said, caught you live to finally tell you how awesome and helpful your content was to get through these weird times. Well, thank you, Pierre. I hope you keep watching. Times, I assure you, are probably not going to get any less weird over these next few years. So we'll be here. Freaking Camper saying, I'm pumped for Ashes, and Metroplex saying, ready for Ashes as well. Eric M. asking, did we catch the spoilers for Return of Red Skull over the weekend and today? Now, you're notoriously anti-spoiler. I happened to just see something that Bryce posted in the chat, in our Google chat that we have.
Notorious. I like the notorious anti-spoiler.
So we might take a look at it. Maybe next week we could come in Monday and go over some of the things that have been previewed, or perhaps not. Maybe we'll save it for a raw experience where we get to have it without a bunch of spoilers.
Well, the upside to my anti-spoiler stance is that I also have like pretty bad specific detailed memory. So like I will read through a bunch of spoilers, and then by the time they come out, it's like I never knew they were there.
Sometimes you won't even remember the cards in your hand. Boom. Hello.
Got 'em.
We'll be here all night. Tip your waitress. Okay, let's talk about Hulk, shall we? So I think let's zoom in on the table. Let's look at the stacks, and let's pull some cards up, and let's chat with you guys and see what we can do
nice are the stacks
with Hulk.
look?
It's nice. Stacks on stacks.
Before the stream today, I want to know who all's like this out there, which is like,
right,
particularly
raise your hand.
when I'm sharing a collection with someone is when it gets different. We've been doing that a lot more.
Gross. Who would do that?
Streaming. But basically, as we play, right, it's like we're playing a heroic challenge against a villain, and so like you iterate on decks, you iterate. And by the end of like week 7 facing against, who were we 7 in on? Rhino?
I think Rhino was a 7-weeker, yeah.
Your collection is just a mess.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'll try a Squirrel Girl, and then I'm going to take it. You'd never take Squirrel Girl out. But you get the idea. You go back and forth.
I put stacks. I eventually build the stacks of things that might go back in the deck, and then that's when things go sideways.
I have my short list.
Yeah,
essentially, we did the 7 weeks against Rhino, and then last week we did the first Green Goblin scenario.
That was good.
It was with
I thought
Ronan.
that was
we brought Ronan in.
At the beginning, I was like, this is doomed. And then it was like, oh, wow. Looky there. It happened.
Look at that. We did it. But I never went and cleaned the collection up after Rhino. So it went from Rhino to then I switched heroes and aspects to use Black Widow against Goblin/Ronan. And then this morning I was just like,
you just cleaned it up.
I can't do this.
There's almost a game outside the game in just organizing your collection. I get a lot of joy out of organizing stuff like that. Ultimately, I
don't like the chaos of it all, but I do the satisfaction that comes with having an organized collection.
Turning chaos into order. There's something about that, man.
Yeah.
There's really something about that, and I think we all do it in different ways. And then some of us turn order into chaos. I know you all out there that do that. I have close relationships with many of you. Zeal Jeremy. Zeal Jeremy said, guys, great podcast. Just wanted to get that out there. Thanks, Zeal Jeremy. If you guys want to listen to that, that's one of our, it's kind of maybe a milestone of a podcast, and just really like opening up about the realities of the 3-tier system and kind of games that fit and don't fit, and kind of a little bit of a continuing mission statement as to what we're here for and what we believe is the future of this whole hobby. So Check that out if you haven't. Covenant Cast. If you can't find it, we failed. And then Mike saying, just caught up on Covenant Doom tokens and boards, and my fiance is a big fan of the Forgotten Age stuff. We're now using it in our Return to Run. Mike, have a great time at Return to Forgotten Age.
I'm super excited to return to Forgotten Age.
We can't wait. Everybody's saying Hulk needs downtime, which is hilarious, and I will probably agree. Good evening from North Yorkshire, UK, from Liam here. Loving the content as always. Got Hulk and Return to Forgotten Age waiting at my FLGS, and I cannot wait to dive in.
Nice.
Absolutely great. Okay. What are we playing against? Because we have talked about that this is a critical part of the game, right? So what are we going to play against?
Well, who's your favoriteest villain that we fought?
Is there a particularly nice hulky villain to fight? I feel like we haven't done Claw in a while. I'd like to revisit Claw because
I feel like
Claw's a thing.
The only concern I have with Claw.
I don't remember what Claw even does.
Also, are we gonna keep Ronaning?
Nah.
No?
We could.
I don't know. Let's let the chat.
I don't know. I'm
Ronan
ready to go back to kind of some sense of normalcy.
The thing about Ronan though is I feel like Hulk is made for Ronan because he does all the damage. Anyways, so Claw is very good at scheming, which is going to be just a real challenge for old Hulkster. We also have to decide if we're doing heroic 18 or not. Or heroic
we should just
anything.
play expert and just see what happens.
Okay.
And then if we need to dial it up, we can dial it up.
Well, I mean, what does Trav want to see us play?
I just want to see what the actual feel of Hulk is for the vast majority of use cases. Because most people hate just essentially having an awful time on Heroic 1 for 7 weeks in a row and then finally beating it. Now, not to say that the payoff isn't there, but I think that for most play groups that might not be
You just need a break
the idea.
from it. You can't constantly
Is
go
that what
that hard.
are you getting that? Are you finally getting that from me?
I know.
Did I have to hit you in the face with it?
You did. When we first did the Wrecking Crew scenario, that was the funniest. But halfway through our second game, you looked up at me and I could see the look in your eyes of just like, you literally said, I can't do this. Yeah. I can't keep going again.
It's like that look whenever somebody's been saying they need you to pull over to use the bathroom, and then it's like 30 minutes later they're like,
this has got to happen right now. Elliot's saying play Rise of Red Skull. That's a good idea. Let's do it. Awesome. Hold on, let's
do Expert Claw. Let's do Expert Claw with Scorpion. I love it. Matthew, you were in there right whenever I looked down. Expert Claw with Scorpion. Boom.
I just want to point out, this is going to hurt.
I do like Raul has a great idea here. Expert Claw with Masters of Evil is my baseline test deck. I like this idea that there's kind of a universal
baseline
test, yeah.
Like in basketball. Let's just remember.
Expert Claw is definitely winning here, so let's just do Expert Claw. And then, Zach, I think you should start with Hulk Aggression. I've been playing tons of Aggression with Thor. I'm over it for a bit.
That's super funny, actually.
But then I want to do what we probably assume is the worst version of Hulk, which is not a surprise, which is Hulk Justice.
Okay.
And now one of the things about Hulk for me, so let's start talking about actually what Hulk represents. So let's pull up Bruce Banner, maybe. Do we start with Alter Ego? Maybe in a better world we start with Hero. But let's start with Bruce Banner here. For recovery, experimental research, draw a card, discard a card. Okay, so you can filter your cards a little bit. If you have a hand that's not quite as good, you can discard some cards from it. That's nice. And then Hulk on the hero side, it is worth noting he doesn't have a 0. He doesn't have that dash thwart, which is pretty nice.
He could technically play ball.
Avenger Gamma, so he's Avenger Trader. That's worthwhile. And when your turn is discard your hand. So this is the first hero that, aside from actually feeling bad to not have a perfect hand every time, you're also going to be punished for it in the sense that you're getting closer to an extra encounter card with cards that you didn't do anything with. So this is the one where I would maybe run those third-party resource generators.
The 2 ones?
The 2 cost, generate 3 money.
But we've talked so badly about them for so long. I'm just kidding.
We haven't needed them yet, but I will say I think this makes a lot of sense. That you would basically want to give yourself tools to play out the hands that you have in a way that allows you to play out future hands more effectively. It doesn't have like Asgard like Thor does. So you're gonna be sitting on the 5/4 the whole game.
Yeah.
And you've got a good filter here, so especially I'm thinking about with Justice, if I'm going to run 4 Justice, which is, it's on the edge these days. But if I'm going to run 4 Justice, maybe I have the one that can generate mental resources. What's that called? Big brain time? What are you looking for? You're looking furiously for something.
I am
making
looking
me nervous.
furiously. You should be nervous. The card you're thinking about is Enhanced Awareness.
Thank you. Yeah, all of that work just for
No,
that?
that's not what I was looking for. So, I don't know what happened. Look at this.
You lost all the claw cards?
I have 9 of the 21 claw cards for some reason.
They're nowhere else?
How does that even happen?
Do you need to go into your second office, third office, then your 4th office potentially? You guys wouldn't believe it. Oh my gosh. The store closed and all of a sudden there's just boxes and cards everywhere. It's just Zach's collections of things. And we just started doing throwbacks.
That's the real problem.
So what it is, it's like I'm looking at like a storage shed of games over the past 20 years scattered about the store.
We've thrown back to 20 games, and I have the next 20 ready to go. So that's a lot of collections
Nothing
to
like
just have hanging
paying
around.
that premium for retail space so we can fill it with cardboard
Yeah, it's
boxes.
a good. Let me. I'm just trying to think about
You need to go. You go on a scavenger hunt.
where in the world is Carmen Sandiego
I'll talk
here?
to the folks here. All right, guys, let's build. Let's build Justice. So let's look at cards that I think Hulk's gonna want to run. So obviously, Hulk's cards are all going to be about doing damage to things. Now he does have this card, Suborbital Leap, which is incredibly beautiful art. You guys are hip to this. This is a beautiful card. You basically spend your turn, remove 3 threat or 5 if you paid. Removing 5 threat is incredible. It's pretty good. 4 Justice, 2 for 4. This is 3 for 5. That's pretty good for Hulk. Hulk Smash. Make a basic attack, get +10, and gets overkill. So that's incredible card. So he's gonna be running through minions pretty easily. Immovable object, kind of a permanent attachment there. That's fine, not particularly Justice important. Crushing Blow here, spend fist resources to pay for the card. Deal damage to an enemy equal to your attack. Okay, great, also great. So he should be able to kill minions easily and do a lot of damage. And again, staying in hero mode means there's less scheme that's going to be happening. So that's all very good. Banner's Laboratory. +2 to recovery. Exhaust it, generate a mental resource. So that could have some play. So that's like a little downtime. So at your best, what are you, 3, 5, you're recovering for 9? So 2 turns away from a full recovery is not bad. Unstoppable Force, 2 cost, Ready Hulk. And then draw a card. You're going to love that card. And then Thunderclap, deal 3 damage to 3 enemies. Okay, so great. So we've got most of our turns, we're going to be playing a 3-cost card. I get it. So then, if we open up the 1 cost that we might also want to play, like Crushing Blow, we would need fist resources, but we have a lot of those already in the Hulk deck, so I'm not terribly concerned about that. Okay. This is true, John. I mean, this is maybe the one where it makes sense to run Lockjaw too. Because basically Lockjaw opens up where you spend it as a resource, fair enough, no big deal. And then after you do that, you can always pay 3 costs to get an ally into play. Pay 4 costs, but it's technically 3 in the sense of the game. You already spent a resource on it, or got a resource out of it. No claw?
Not yet.
It's like Wolverine in here. All right, so let's look at things we might want to run. So Quake. I'm okay with Quake. I like Quake here. 2 costs is probably going to fill in a curve.
Inexpensive ally.
Jessica Jones is your turn to get Jessica out, and that could matter if side schemes get out of control. Agent Coulson is probably worth it because if you're the Justice player, getting 2 thwart on the board is important. And then Daredevil only really opens up if you have an extra 1 resource somewhere if you draw into a double. So could be worthwhile.
Hulk has 2 3 resource cards.
He does have the 2 3s, yeah. Okay, so then we've got foiled, and this is true. So what you're saying here, Delta Loco, could be very true. So I could run this like the Thor build that I did, which was all low-cost stuff. But the problem here is that all of Hulk's stuff is expensive already. So you kind of want to start building to higher curves instead of just playing the low curve game because your deck is kind of forcing you. I think an ideal Hulk turn is going to be playing a 3 cost and something else. So if you can get a little bit of extra goodness on top, that's going to be good. So foiled, great. It's a fine card. 0 cost is a way to potentially play a 3 cost and still have 1 card left over for that 0 cost ability. Great Responsibility is similar. Taking damage instead of threat seems like something that Hulk might want to do. 4 Justice, I think, is the classic Justice card. Concussive Blow looks very good. Confusion, 3 damage. You'll have the physical resources without thinking about it. I'm a huge fan of Stealth Strike. Another 3 resource card. Deal 4, remove 2 threat from a scheme. I think if we're doing it, we're going to do it.
He's
right?
going to need to do it, yep.
I think Followed is a waste of time in this particular style of deck. I don't think getting more damage is going to be the main problem.
I agree.
So Followed is out. Under Surveillance is always a fine one of, I'd say. Since you just upgraded or organized all of these, you mind if I just
Totally wreck them? Yeah, go ahead.
destroy it?
Please do.
Heroic Intuition is going to be a waste of time here. Counterintelligence is worthwhile.
I have a gift for you, by the way.
Oh yeah, 3 beat cops. Let's run them.
Redonkulous.
And they're not even limit. They're not max 1 per anything.
Nope.
I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Get out of town.
That's crazy. I'm not going to waste time on Interrogation Room because it's worth wasting time on. But I just don't know. Like, I'll put it in the stack. I'll put it in the stack. Maybe 1. I'll put 1 in there. Surveillance Team is never going to be in here. And then Power of Justice, yes. All of our cards are super expensive. Okay.
Belt the deck.
So
Done.
we've got that, and then I want to go to these neutral. Is there any way to get a little extra on top here?
You have some new cards. There's To the Rescue.
Don't even show me that card.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Then you also get Resourceful. 1 cost upgrade, discard it, generate a wild resource. We'll stow away.
No, right? I mean, I'm essentially looking at that as 2 cards to get a wild resource on command.
That doesn't seem good.
It's fine. It has uses. It's the right way for neutral cards to be designed. For some things and some heroes that really need to span across a bunch of different, like Spider-Woman probably will run into that problem.
So, also worth noting, Claw's nowhere to be found.
Okay.
So we're going to have to go somewhere else.
You want to go get a new core set there?
Nope.
So here's where Hulk is going to get weird. Now, I think the Aggression Hulk is probably playing super low curve because all of your cards are low.
Well, my secret attack with Aggression, yes, is low cost stuff, but the other thing is Hall of Heroes.
Yeah, of course.
I want to be the one taking out the minions. Mm-hmm. So cards like Relentless Assault are fine.
Honorary Avengers interesting, but not right. So, sure, I'll go 1 downtime.
Downtime.
Let's go. Target acquired, no.
I think downtime makes a lot of sense. I also am not against endurance.
Ugh. What?
Yep.
Why? You already have like 6,000 health.
What happened here?
Why would you ever?
Look at that giant card.
What is that? Is that an alt art?
No.
It's just a misprint?
It's just a
bad print?
A bad cut.
No,
just chasing them down is like oversized.
Here's the deal with me and endurance.
Hit me with
all I do, I just can't get away from looking at it as a proportion of your max health as the validity of the card.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3 health for Black Widow is tremendous. It's almost 33%, right? However you want to put that into math terms. But for Hulk, you're going from what, like 18 to 21? What does that matter?
Well, if you add it with the +4, he can also get 25.
Oh my gosh.
You can stay in
Get
hero
right
forever.
Out of town, would you? Enhanced Physique could potentially go in. Mental Awareness could potentially go in. Enhanced Awareness, I should say. And then, of course, we'll do all the doubles. Do you have a fat stack of normal includes, or is this all broken up?
It's all broken up and cleaned up.
He says, looking at it in terror.
No, I knew it was going to happen. Let's move old Brucey up here.
That's right.
I'm just going to start.
All right, so I think with Justice, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to build a little bit, get up to a extra 1 to 2 resource a turn situation, and then start playing my 3 costs and 1 other card. That's my goal. I think Aggression, you're going to probably keep a low curve very similar to Thor.
Yep.
If not, you could probably port that over almost directly, minus the mean swings. Because your fists are your only weapons.
That's right. I might end up playing Jarnbjorn, though.
Yeah, you should.
He has a lot of physical resources.
Yeah, and you should dump. You could be able to. It'll clean up turns where those cards are just going to get discarded anyway. So you may as well discard them for 2 damage, right?
Yeah. I'm going to run 2 combat training, 1 for me, 1 for you.
1 for me, 1 for you.
Definitely Hall of Heroes.
Here's the other thing. So let's look at cards that seem good at first, but maybe aren't. So Great Responsibility, for instance. We're going to be in hero mode constantly, right? Like, I just don't see a lot of situations where I'm in hero mode and the villain is scheming, because I think we're both going to be in hero mode a lot. And so the chances for you to play this are probably pretty small.
And you have to draw into it.
Yeah.
You're not going
And
to
then your
hold it
next
over.
turn is a garbage. I just don't think it's going to be enough.
I agree.
The 0 cost is really impressive. Like, foiled, it makes it look good too, but...
Dude, I love this card. Have you seen Toe to Toe?
Show me.
1 cost event, it's aggression. Hero action, attack. Choose an enemy. That enemy attacks you. Deal 5 damage to that enemy.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Man.
Woo! I also like this. You'll pay for that. It's a hero response thwart for 1. After the villain attacks you, remove a threat from a scheme for each damage you took, up to a maximum of 5.
These are great cards.
Yes.
There's in the Hulk pack?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, I get it. Dang, some of this is going to be great for Thor.
There's also Martial Prowess. Play under any player's control, max 1 per player. Resource, exhaust Martial Prowess, generate 1 physical resource for an attack event. Like this.
Yeah,
this.
these are good, man. I'm actually just looking at it for Thor right now.
Oh, I see them eyes.
Move 1 threat from the scheme. My gosh, that you'll pay for that is incredibly good in Thor.
Yep. You wanna know it's really...
You could tell that these were developed side by side, because Hulk gets the +1 until he forms down. Thor gets the permanent +1 as long as he has the hammer. I get it. I'm more on board.
It was not in a vacuum.
Yeah, I'm more on board.
And they knew
yeah.
these cards were coming.
Yeah.
Also, this card I love, Inspiring Presence. It's got Thor on it, first off, Sans cape, something bad happened. 1 cost event, leadership. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait, and it's a hero action. Heal the damage from an ally and ready it.
Beautiful.
For 1.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we talked about that. Nathan posted about that in the group. It's just like, oh my gosh. Maria Hill, play, 2 thwart, heal, untap, 2 thwart, block is an incredibly valuable play.
Yes.
It's unreal.
Yeah. We also have Electrostatic Armor as the protection card, just for awareness. 1 cost upgrade, play under any player's control, max 1 per player. Response, after you defend against an attack, deal damage to the attacking character.
Ooh.
Spider-Man.
Ooh,
Spider-Man.
that's so good, man. These are just...
Yeah, and then we also got this 3 aggression allies in this pack.
Yeah, She-Hulk's an ally, right?
There she is.
Yeah, she's awesome. Okay, let's look.
You're going in, buddy.
So here are the things that I really want. I could also run 2 of things. Is this a 2 of game or a 3 of? This is a 3 of game, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's easy to get
A
mixed around.
lot of threads in old Dieter's head here. 3. Okay, so we got the 15 signatures. I'm definitely going to run all the doubles. And that might actually change. So that's going to be 18. Let's go 19, 20, 21. I think Enhanced Awareness might just be there for 4 Justice, which is not ideal. Downtime, Helicarrier, Quincarrier. I'm going to try to ramp this Hulk and just see what happens. It didn't work for Thor, but he has a lot more finicky playing Mjolnir and stuff involved, so maybe it'll work for Hulk.
Maybe.
You'll have to be awesome up front, and then I'll have to be cleaning up the mess later on.
I will be awesome up front.
There's one thing you can count on, buddy.
That is the thing.
I think I'll cut down 2 Enhanced Awareness right off the bat. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 cards, so we're at 25. Gotta get to 40, so we need 15. All right, so I'm gonna go my 5 stack. 5 stacks of 3. 4 Justice, Quake, Jessica, Coulson, which these might all end up getting cut. 3 Beat Cops. Let's go maybe 1 Counterintelligence. No. 2 Counterintelligence for Coulson. Can always grab 1. Man, Coulson's good. Oh my gosh. I forgot how good he is.
He good.
And 1 Van. Just because we're Justice.
You gotta have 1 van. This I know.
And then I think... Let's see if Stealth Strike has any weird synergies. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. Does he have anything that does after you kill an enemy things happen?
Are you running first aids?
No. Now leadership maybe. We might get into that with leadership. Okay, I see. All right, so the other thing we could do is we could drop 4 justice. This is going to be a much more synergistic deck. So we'll cut enhanced awareness. We'll add enhanced physique to generate fist resources. And then we'll cut 4 justice, and we'll go with concussive blow. So that's going to add more physical resources to our card pool. It's also going to increase the synergy of things that get better as you pay for them with fist resources. And then we're done, man.
I made it.
I could do a 1-cost interrogation room, maybe in place of a stealth strike, which is not bad.
Low-cost stuff is good.
I'll do one in place of a concussive blow. I feel like stealth strike is always good. Essentially pay 3 to do 6 worth of stuff. And I'm gonna call it a day. So I'm gonna have some really bad early turns, then I'm gonna come in and just
swing.
Just, be smart. Super smart. Lockjaw and Mockingbird would be good choices, Matt. I still don't know that I can pay a 4-cost even out of the discard pile for a Lockjaw.
That's really expensive.
And also, it's Lockjaw. It might even be somewhat efficient, but the ally is not good. I mean, it's just not.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what the 3, the card that generates 3 physical.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having 2 of those in deck, how that actually affects your cost structure. Because one of those in your hand obviously totally changes your...
It makes a big difference.
Well, it's like if you have a 3-cost card, then you have 2 left. So those either need to both be free or one of them needs to cost 1.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have you want to have those 1-cost. Now, if you get your Helicarrier or Quinn Carrier into play, now you can have 2-cost cards like Counterintelligence and Enhanced Physique and these kinds of cards. So we'll see how the curve does here. If we pull an obligation, whoever drew it will just do it, and then if we pull Shadows of the Past again, we'll just surge it. That's fine.
Like you do. All right. So we're not doing Goblin or Wrecking Crew. So it's either Rhino, Ultron.
We haven't done Ultron in a while, but that's kind of a really specific matchup, is it not? The drones and stuff. It's ugly.
Let me look.
Wow, we need more villains.
That's the problem.
That's the whole thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Sergio, the cost curve of this deck is very high.
Let's Rhino. You want a Rhino?
Sure. Go back and...
I feel like he's the brawler, so it's just literally brawl on
So
brawl.
we can beat up on Rhino for a while, and that'll see, but it also... The thing about Rhino is it's not really a well-rounded thing. So if you don't deal with threat, you don't have to deal with threat. What's the other goblin stuff? Mutagen?
It's the Mutagen.
Mutagen's normal, right? What is he doing?
He's
not the flippy one, but the other one.
Yeah. He's just big and scary. That's it.
Let's do that. I feel like Ryan is just going to be who can do 20 damage first.
I think that is the story of Hulk. I think that's what we're in for no matter what we do.
That's what's going to happen no matter what. I need some threat to remove, so.
I see. And now I see where this is coming from.
Yeah, Mutagen, okay. Yeah, folks are into it. Lots of different thralls and stuff.
When revealed, deal 2 encounter cards to each player.
Wow.
Don't forget it.
Oh, yeah, this one. And then put a Goblin Thrall minion into play, engage with each player. Shuffle the encounter deck. Okay. Yeah, this would be good. One for you, one for me. Did that backwards. All right, Goblin Thrall. I forget these guys. I feel like I have non-fond memories of this. Don't you?
We were scarred against every villain pretty much.
Well, that's kind of a nice sign for the game, honestly.
Yeah, you're supposed to not like the villains.
I think Wrecking Crew scarred me maybe the most, but it's also recent memory. It's just like
Interesting.
you have to work so hard to just lose.
Execute the game, yeah.
Because you just don't know you're losing until the very last moment, and then that last villain is just destroying you.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like you're losing, and then you do.
Yeah.
And then it didn't feel like we were winning.
And then it's
we
like
did.
all of that operation of 4 different villains just to not make it to the finish line, like to fall over like 60 steps before.
Well, and I feel like to go from, especially when you're playing multiple games back to back, it's like going from, you cut down to 1 villain, and then you just get wrecked.
Yeah.
It then makes the feeling of going back to 4 feel really bad.
Yeah.
Because you have to go back to like the most complex game state.
Yeah,
But also then you
yeah.
realize that the most complex game state is also the easiest part of the game.
It's true.
But it's the
actually very
hardest to
true.
execute. So then like the curve switches by the end, which is like he gets really good, but then also it's easier to execute. So I don't know.
What modulator did we put in there? Did we?
No, we haven't.
What do you want to do?
Man, it really is varied. This is the old stack of mods.
You sure you don't have Claw lurking in there somewhere? Huh?
I mean, you can try.
You can try.
There's also Ronin hanging up there up top.
There's always goblin gimmicks.
Old standby.
All right, we've got Doomsday Chair. Man, I hate
I've seen
that
too
one.
much MODOK.
Oh my gosh.
And then again, though, Hulk can take out these big guys. I'm looking at you, MODOK.
Scorpion said it'd be really tough, so that's kind of fun. Let's see, Power Electro. We've got Running Interference with Tombstone. I love Tombstone so much. I also love Colossus, so it must be the... Man, Tombstone's awesome. After you attacks and damage, you discard a fist or mental resource from your hand if able. You will be able. Let's do Scorpion. Scorpion's gonna be super hard. We'll see how, because he stuns you a bunch. Or Masters of Evil. That's classic.
This is already in.
All right, let's do
did
it.
it.
Let's do
I
it.
shuffled it in. We can't go back.
Let's do it.
Can't unmix the sand. You know what they say.
Ah, yes. Classic.
Classic.
Who could forget? Sandman. Did you burn those claw cards?
I don't know, man.
I think we may have burned them in some sort of strange ritual after we
I
blacked
don't remember
out.
Claw being too insane.
That's because it's a long time ago.
I'm about to reorganize all my stuff in there. So I'll see if I can find it.
There were other things at the time. Man, you got all sorts of weird stuff in here.
And we were floating.
What is all this stuff?
That's the promo stuff.
That down there at the bottom here?
Yeah. These cats.
Ooh, yeah. I love those.
We use them normally.
Do we really?
Yeah, when possible.
Are you serious? I haven't played this No, I haven't been using this Black Panther.
Really?
I never use this Black Panther.
Oh, I use the Spider-Man all the time. Oh no, this is the comic booky ones.
Yeah, those are the special ones.
Yeah, I forgot I had these in there. But there's one missing. Iron Man. Where's
Iron Man, right, yeah.
He's in there somewhere.
Dang, your collections actually got wrecked.
It's a sacrifice someone has to make.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. You ready to do this thing? Let's have a fun time. We're not going to get stuck in the trap of Heroic 1 here.
This is just expert.
Just expert.
Is that what we're doing?
Yep, just
He's pretty good though, because he gives us. What aspect are you? Justice.
I'm Justice, yeah.
I'll go first as aggression.
All right, yeah.
First in.
It seems like you'd have
We
the
each get
initiative.
2 bonus encounter cards on the first turn. That's what made Heroic so crazy against this, if you'll remember. We had, because in Heroic you end up with 4 encounter cards, which is a lot on that first turn.
That is a lot. Did you add, did we add obligations? Did you add yours?
They're in there.
Did you add 2?
Just 1.
I guess we can technically just not add, well.
That's what I'm saying. Just do 1. Whoever draws it, draws
just do
it.
1, all right. Whoever draws it, draws it. One of us doesn't have an obligation. Our only obligation is to slay.
Key they quoting me. You can't unmix the sand, end quote. Buddhist proverb.
Ah, yes, the Sand Sutra. Who could
All right.
forget?
Hand size of 5. Let's see what we get. Oh, yes, we can. America.
Cool turn. So we're going to keep downtime. We'll probably keep our interrogation room. So I've got 1 resource floating, which is unfortunate.
Look at this. I have a drop kick with a limitless strength.
Bruce's.
Yeah. So I'm going to do 4, and it's only paid in physical, so I'll get to stun him and draw a card.
Beautiful, dude.
Then I have a She-Hulk in hand with 3 resources. So
Oh.
I'll get an extra card from this, which means I can also play She-Hulk.
Nice turn, man. I love it.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm looking at interrogation room goes in for free. Downtime can go in with a thunderclap. I'll tell you what, yeah. So then these 2 pay for an unstoppable force, which draws me a card that plays downtime. I'm in. I'll keep it. It's a fine hand.
All right, I'll
I
keep
don't know
it.
what I'm looking for. Let's just play.
You ready?
What's up, OG Toxic Avenger? Howdy.
I'm flipping to Hulk.
All right, done. You don't want to generate your resource?
It's a waste of
Oh,
card.
no, wait, it's not a generator resource. It's
You draw
draw
and
a card,
discard.
discard. Oh,
It's a filter.
Hold on, that changes everything. Let me do this again.
All right, all right. I was ready just to smash.
Interrogation room
I have
and
mine.
downtime
Let's do it.
for 1 card. Okay. So if we do unstoppable force, then we get a card back. We play downtime, or we can play interrogation room, or perhaps it's 2 cards. So I'm going to drop. I think I'm going to drop both of these. And then we've got an additional filter in Bruce Banner. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Powerful, yeah. You ready for me to start smashing yet? All right, here's what old Hulky's gonna do. He's gonna swing at this Thrall, hit him for 3. Then he's gonna drop kick, and he's gonna pay for it with limitless strength. So drop kick does 4.
Mm-hmm.
And if I pay for it with only physical, it's gonna stun Goblin, and I get to draw a card.
This is unreal.
And then I will pay 4. It's Hulk time. I'll pay 4 for a She-Hulk. Yeah, we need to set up.
I got it.
What's it do?
Yeah, it just says 4. It's got when completed stuff.
All right. She-Hulk with thwart for 2. Doing 2 to herself. She gets +1 strength for each damage on her.
Oh, nice. So you're going to power her up and make a big
So, like,
attack? and
next
go
round
for
I'll
it.
hit for 3, and the round after that I'll hit for 4. Which is pretty sweet.
Okay. Meantime, I'm going to be a scientist. Bruce Banner, draw a card, and then discard 1.
I feel like Double Hulk is going to be unchained. It's crazy. So much damage.
Let's discard. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to try to do something a little bit different here.
Get fancy. Don't forget about your Thrall.
Yeah. They're all in.
Enthralling.
Sometimes that 3 resource really bums you out. Okay, so if I get rid of that,
Because you want to get max use.
yep. I might just waste one of these resources.
Yeah, people in chat asking Thunderclap is not an attack.
Yeah.
It's like an AoE effect. He's not like attacking a certain person. It's more just like a thing.
Okay. Hey, I can get into this.
That's true. We have 3 Hulks on the board.
Nothing but Hulk. Nothing but net here. All right, how about this? I'll do a little bit different. So I'll discard for the ability that's unstoppable. Then, don't sleep. I know what you're thinking. I'm going to do the wrong play, but a play. So Banner's Lab with a limitless strength.
I do like that lab. So that gives you like +2 recovery, right?
Plus your recovery and generate a resource. So we'll use that resource on a downtime. So we'll go up to 9 recovery, if you don't mind. And then I'm going to waste this Hulk Smash on an interrogation room. And then I'm also going to flip over, and I'm going to kill this Thrall. And when I do that, I'm going to trigger interrogation room to remove 1 scheme.
That seems pretty good. People asking if I have Honorary Avenger in my deck for She-Hulk. I currently do not have Honorary Avenger.
It'd be a good one of in
Yeah.
Hulk for sure. That makes
There's
sense.
there's a lot of aggression cards that Hulk wants. I'll say that much.
All right, Banner's Lab material. So I just want to chart a different path since you're doing all the punching. I just want to kind of see. Oh, can't limitless and alter ego. Yeah, that's fine. So that will change things. Hold on. New cards, new cards. This, and I think that was it.
Ben says chat is going to ruin his day.
That's fine. Okay, spend it only in hero form. So instead, what do? We probably have to... that is a bummer. So if we have to discard one of these.
Oh man, had to walk it back.
Back. So if we did ready, paid, draw a card, there's no good way to get Banner's Lab in, unfortunately. So we'll probably have to waste the downtime to play the lab. Lab will play there. Ugh, ugly. Yeah, we're gonna have to rewind for a bit.
I'm just hanging out.
Hang on. Hang in, hang on. Man, it makes me love Captain Marvel a lot more.
Her 3 was not limited that way.
Yeah.
It's cool the different little variances they make in these heroes.
Yeah, smart. People were wondering who's going to do the triple mental, which is worthwhile to ask.
Gotta be Vision, right?
You'd think so. I want to get Banner's Lab in, but maybe it doesn't matter. I could discard that. I could play an Interrogation Room, Hulk Smash, discard downtime. No good. Don't like it. We could discard.
What's Hulk Smash do?
That's 10 damage. Hot 10 damage for limitless strength. Hulk Smash is what you're supposed to do. So that's worth considering.
What in the Tarn Hill?
Yep, it's good. He's gonna be fun like Thor is fun. You get to actually figure out how to do it. So if we discarded, maybe this is the least necessary card. So if we discarded, let's say we get rid of the lab, and we play downtime, Hulk Smash, we discard Interrogation Room, we could actually just do Interrogation Room and discard downtime, which kind of is a bummer. All right, well, yeah, that's it, probably. It's just less good. I wanted to build. I wanted to ramp. He's not really a ramper. He's more the Mike Vallely than Tony Hawk.
This will help you out a lot and make you not feel committed to this plan. Is that Hulk Smash is an attack with your basic attack, but you have a guard.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. It has overkill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
You can overkill it. So I'll blow right through that minion.
His fist just goes straight
just
through
right
the minion.
Through. Let's say this is gone.
Robert's saying, completely unrelated to Champions,
here.
but I bought my first TC token set last week, and they came in today.
Room there.
Let us know what you think.
There's probably a variation that uses Unstoppable Force, too. There has to be a variation that uses Unstoppable Force. Let's go here. Let's actually, if this is gone, let's say we roll up. That's less good. There's really no good way to get, it'd be like one of these, it'd be one of these ugly things. Oof, look at how ugly this is. These two for the lab brings in Interrogation Room, and then you got to discard downtime. So I actually don't think there's a way to do this, which is very unfortunate. It's a puzzle. Is there a way to get Banner's Laboratory and downtime and the other one in?
Flip, play this, then this generates the resource. Generate a resource and get it downtime.
Well, I've got to discard one card. So one of these cards has to go for the Bruce Banner ability. So you've got to discard one of these, and then you're basically dealing with 5 cards. You have to play Banner's Lab to use that. You can't actually use this in that moment. So you got to find a way to have 5 cards generate essentially 4 resources, one of which pays for itself. But I'm not sure that's actually possible. But something, you feel like it is. Like if you flipped up did Unstoppable Force to draw a card. It's like Limitless into Unstoppable. Draws you a new card. And then let's say Hulk Smash is gone. And then you have 2 cards that can play banners. But
Or you
that's
could play
still not good enough.
both of those.
Well, but if you're, so if you're here, you can discard banners, play downtime, new card to play interrogation room, and then you don't have the lab out, which maybe is the best. That's kind of a fun variation. Let's do it. Let's do it like that. I'm okay with that. That's still a little bit of a ramp. So Bruce Banner, don't need that mode. Hulk can Limitless Strength into Unstoppable Force. So basically we swing, not yet. Banner's Lab plays Interrogation Room.
Yep.
Swing, kill the Thrall.
Remove the one.
Remove the one, which we did. Then Unstoppable Force to draw a card. Ready's Hulk. Draw this. And then we use this Enhanced Physique to play downtime. And then we swing for 3 into the villain.
I think that's about
That's
it.
a fine.
You were 1 resource off of a really
It was
awesome-
almost there. I wanted the lab. I wanted to be Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Well, now you're just Hulk. Know what I mean?
I'm ready to go to Alter Ego. That's
All
right.
right, first thing, we're going to put 1 threat on per player, so it's going to bounce up to 3 out of the 14 needed to advance the Unleashing the Mutagen. He's trying to chemical our city. He's going to interact with me first because I'm the first player. He tries to attack. I'm in Hulk mode, but he's stunned, so he fails. Then he's going to attack you. He has a special after he attacks and damages you. Place a threat on the main scheme. So he's hitting for 2 plus a boost.
Yeah, bring it on. I'll take it to the
You
face.
got all that
I know
recovery,
how this goes.
Make it a
take it
4.
a 4.
But that master plan's gone. You know
That's
what I mean?
actually very good, yeah.
So we put a threat on the main scheme when he does that. Then we get our bad cards. We already get 2 because he gives us 2 bonus. And I'll reveal my 3. First, we get Clash of the Titans.
Oh, that was a movie, wasn't it?
It's literally Hulk versus giant creature guy. I forget his name. Abomination.
Why
That's
is
his
Clash of the
Nemesis set.
Titans in there?
It's from the Hulk Nemesis set.
Oh,
I
you're not supposed
shuffled
to
it
add
in.
that, yeah.
New card. We'll get those out when I was like, wait a second. I haven't seen this card.
Wait a second.
Hysteria attached to Green Goblin. When he would scheme or attack, give him 1 additional boost card that activation. We can spend 2 mental to get rid of it. Until then, he's got 2 boosts.
I'll be the guy for you there.
Goblin Soldier, when defeated, deal a damage to the engaged player.
Ooh, a big 5-er too, nice.
Times 2.
Oof.
Hulk's ready.
All right, Goblin Nation. Each goblin gets +1 attack, comes in with 4. Hello.
Oh.
Inner Demons, it's me. Flip to Bruce Banner. If you are Hulk, exhaust to discard. You can't get rid of it forever. I love this one. You can't get it out of the game. If you are Hulk, exhaust your hero, discard the obligation. So you literally just have to do it.
Or you can flip and discard 2 cards from hand.
Yes, you could. But let's see what that looks like. You know, actually, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Particularly, how does your hand look if you have an extra resource? Does it make it way better or not different at all?
It's decently better.
Is it 1 card better? Like 1 more card? Because I can play Helicarrier even if I discard 2 cards. No, I can't. Yes, I can.
Because you have a 3.
I can. Yes,
Yeah.
I can
That
do that.
seems fine.
All right, I'm going to do that then. Oh, you have to flip, it says. Change form. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's uncontrolled.
They're breaking the mold here. So Crushing Blow and Power Justice gets discarded.
I like that because then because you don't have to exhaust, you get a recover.
Okay.
And then you can flip up.
All right. All right. Changing the game here, and there's the Goblin Thrall.
They everywhere, man.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff here.
All right, this is for you.
Thanks. My turn, pretty simple. I'm probably not going to waste time on this. I'm going to roll up to Hulk, play a Helicarrier, kill my minion, reduce 1 for Interrogation Room, and give you 1 resource. Now, we could also pull 1 off of here if you can get 3 off of that to give them not all +1 attack. That's a world we just have to live in.
Yeah. I can't get 3 off of that.
So I think we'll just take off the main, basically. Okay, so flipping up to Hulk. we'll play a helicarrier with limitless strength, which I love. Just kind of throw it up into the air there. Let's attack ye old Goblin Thrall, unless you need me to do 3 damage here.
I don't think
Could
so.
also work for 0. Goblin Thrall is defeated. Trigger interrogation room. Remove a threat from a scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you like to be in the interrogation room with Hulk?
It would be awesome.
Say it. What happened, Goblin?
Norman. All right. Is that it? Mine?
Yeah, Alex, no point in using the banner action. There's really no better card to draw at that point.
Let me work out my math now that I have a discount.
Here's your
for it.
helicarrier.
Yeah.
Use it when you want it. It's flipping for you. Ooh, that's cool, Matt. I did. So Boggs said in an interview that there were 2 obligations in the Hulk deck to start. Like he had to constantly like deal with the fact that he had to flip. I love it. Absolutely love it. And you can just hang in that helicopter whenever you like. I don't know if is downtime. I don't think it goes to 8 actually. I always think it's +3 recovery because I think it's a good card. 4 recovery.
Let's do this. I'll use your
Proportionally, I
discount.
guess it's
We're going
fine.
to play a combat training.
Ooh, for 1, nice.
Then I will play a crushing blow.
Mm-hmm.
I can only spend physical to pay for it. I did attack, deal damage to an enemy equal to my attack, which is a 4.
Oh man, 1 shy.
Yeah. And then I'll swing for 4 on the other one.
You playing Squirrel Girl?
No. But I do have like the overkill attacks and stuff, so like
Right,
I'm just
right.
queuing them up to go down. Then She-Hulk is going to swing for 3 on Goblin.
Very nice. I think that's a good way to use her. All right, back up to Hulk. Here we go.
And I have to decide if I'm going down or not. I don't think so.
Going down, down. Ooh. Oof.
Yep. We're in business.
You in business?
We're in business.
Okay. All right. Now we go to the bad stuff. 2 on, is that right?
Yep.
1, 2. And then attacks go to me first,
Yep.
right? And I'm gonna like take a big one here, huh? Right to the brain. I wonder if should I roll? Should I or should I not? I could defend this. So what is it going to be? 2 plus whatever this is?
2 boost cards.
Give him 1 additional boost card. 2 plus 2 boost cards.
You have so much recovery and health.
All right, let's do it. 2 plus Goblin Thrall comes into play, and 4.
But
So
that
just
exhaustion's gone.
Just take 4 is not bad there.
Yeah.
Over to you.
All right. He's going to attack me. 2 plus 2 boost cards.
Oh, Goblin Nation boosts that as well. Each Goblin enemy is +1, so
Got it.
1 more.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 because it gets +1 from my CU because I'm engaged with a goblin.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy shuffles back in. So I'm taking 7, but I have some things I want to do.
Gonna backflip it?
No, better. You'll pay for that. Whether you'll pay for that.
Ooh.
And I'll remove 5 here.
So that's what that does.
Yep.
Attacks you, remove 5 for the amount of damage you took.
You remove 1 for the amount of damage you took.
Well,
up to
looky there.
5.
You're better at removing threat than justice.
That's right.
This tale is old as time.
And then the thralls are going to attack me for 2 each.
Oh, yeah. 2 here, 2, yeah.
So I'll take.
It's about time to hit the lab.
Agreed. Hit the gym. I'm going to switch these to these 2s so we have more squares.
Okay.
Going down, down. All right.
Man, I just need 1 more resource. You got 1 more resource, someone?
Now, here's the thing, dude. We're playing regular mode. 1 card each.
Oh, whew.
How about that? We've been playing heroic for like 3 months.
The villain attacks me. Let's see. 2 plus, what's the max it could be?
2.
It's probably a 6 damage attack,
3,
7 damage attack.
4, 5, 6, 7. You
That's
want me to She-Hulk it?
That's gonna kill me.
Let's She-Hulk it.
I could defend it.
Let's start with She-Hulk. I mean,
Okay.
She-Hulk can do 4 damage next turn.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. Up to you.
But like you not being exhausted is worth at least 3.
I'll definitely downtime in there for 6 recovery.
That seems better.
Don't sleep on that.
Yeah, I'll She-Hulk it. Ready?
Yeah.
Special, you are stunned. Ha. Does that stun me or her?
I don't know. What do you want you to be today?
This is Tail Sweep, the boost thing.
Whenever a scorpion attacks your hero, oh no wait, boost. You are stunned. I think it's your hero. You get stunned.
That seems ridiculous.
Yeah, it's true though. And then something about Goblin adds threat too. Yeah, attacks and damage you place 1 threat, so 1 and 1. Did he didn't attack and damage you, did he? He'll do 1 for me though.
He did attack and damage me, so it should be another one.
He did.
That's why I removed all that threat.
That's right. Yeah. She-Hulk gone.
All right, mine.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, can't get that yet. That's from the set. Oh, that's also from the set. It's from his side set. All right, Pumpkin Bombs. Next person he attacks takes 2 indirect damage. Good luck.
What's happening? There's something happening on the stream? Hulk card is on the screen. No stream video. That's weird. I see it. It all looks good to us. All
just gonna-
systems go here.
Hop over and see.
Weird. What happened?
It's a good question.
Let's take a look. We're gonna watch our video. It's weird watching your own video while you're streaming it. It's like what is that? Isn't there a movie about that? Time travel, etc.
I mean, there's a lot of movies about that. It's like the people that wear a shirt with the picture of them and the shirt on it.
Oh yeah. And then in that they're wearing the shirt.
It just keeps going.
Wow. It's like a forever shirt. Inception. I was thinking of Inception. That's the one thing that you wouldn't say.
Inception? Yeah.
Inception.
That's being inside dreams, though.
Spaceballs. Yeah, there you go. I think it's fixed anyway.
I'm just making sure. Yeah, it looks fine to me.
All right, looks fine to me. All right, next step. We got some business, man.
People saying Hulk too big for the stream. All right, this passes to me, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm stunned. That's fun. How would a... would you make use of a physical resource that you could only spend on a physical attack card? On an attack card?
Well, you know, there's actually a world where that is possible. That is actually very possible.
Because I have this. It's called Martial Prowess.
Uh-huh.
Max 1 per player.
Interesting.
So I could play that on you.
Yeah.
Because I have strength, but I won't be able to use that card this turn.
Right.
Or I can just build it on my side of the board and use it for later.
That would actually make a really good turn for me.
I'm playing it. Don't forget it's mine. It's aggression. It's obvious.
Yeah.
I'm stunned. This is a problem. These thralls are a problem.
I'll take care of all of that.
Okay, great. I will get rid of the stun. And we'll flip down to Brucey.
Okay.
And prepare to...
You can use that ability now if you want.
Yeah. Actually, you know what?
See a card and discard it.
I'm going to leave the stun. I'm going to flip, and I'm just going to recover.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I feel like...
You got that Night Nurse coming up?
If anything would stun me again... No, I don't have Night Nurse. But if anything happens to just stun me, I want to already be stunned. Okay. Like, I can flip and not get... I can get unstunned next round.
100%.
All right, you're up.
All right, so let's do the thing that you opened up here. So we'll do Martial Prowess plus Genius, if you can believe it, for a Thunderclap. What a great art, right? So let's go here and those guys. I mean, I think that's the right way to do it.
It's great.
Trigger Interrogation Room, remove a threat.
Bugatti.
Then...
Where's that for justice, though?
Helicarrier and waste a Beat Cop for a counterintelligence. Any threat would be placed, prevent 3.
All right. I love Thunderclap.
Yeah, good, right?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. All right,
All right,
well,
all
Hulk's
right,
getting
all
built now. I've got an action here. I'll probably just roll down and recover.
Yeah, I like that.
So let's roll down, and then we'll heal for 4, 5, 6 because of downtime. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Taking a break.
All right. We get actual hands this time.
Actual hands. You must not play Thor much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Good. Excellent.
All right.
Got good stuff here.
First thing, 2-threat on.
Is Thunderclap not an attack? Yeah. What does that matter?
It's not an
Oh, martial prowess. It's got to be an attack event.
attack.
Why would you do that, though? See, this is the stuff I don't understand. Like, I look at this card intuitively. It's doing damage to a bunch of enemies. It should be an attack. It's very much like the lightning strike, right?
By the way, lightning strike. You want to hear something fun?
What's that?
In the text of lightning strike, it says if this attack deals damage.
I know, right?
It's calling
crazy.
itself an attack.
This is ridiculous. Ah, man, this is something. So actually, somebody left a comment about this on the extraneous rules that we were talking about, and it's like another piece of that is when something doesn't function as you would expect it to function.
Yeah, when it's not intuitive.
It actually creates.
But that's why
more.
clean rule systems are so important. It's like
Okay, so all right, let's reverse all of this garbage. So we'll do that.
I mean, you're definitely playing Thunderclap. So
I
then
don't think I'm definitely playing Thunderclap, no.
It's
because,
so bad if you don't.
well, I don't know what that turn actually looks like, though. Martial prowess you can have on your side of the board. Congratulations. Now, the other thing you could do is you could flip to Bruce Banner, draw a different card, and maybe it's better. And then you can play it with the strength.
I think I would just play this.
Okay. Because like you can always just play that anyway. So you may as well use the Bruce Banner ability. You can always discard the card you just drew, right?
Well, I have no idea.
Okay, so we've got these guys, and then we've got, what else did we do before this all turned sideways? Counterintelligence.
Joseph Kane asking, new damage tokens? So yes, but no. These are from the Crisis tokens that we made. They're compatible with Crisis Protocol and technically compatible with Champions. I bought a set and I keep it around for extra damage on minions and stuff, so obviously they don't exactly slot into the board. But they're great for minions or for people that don't want to use boards.
Okay. Yeah, so that's just a bummer. So I'm going to end up doing the same thing then. Because my hand was this. Nope, opposite of that. This. Because I keep it all nice and tidy, my draws. Okay, so let's see what that would lead to. So we will go ahead and do Thunderclap because you're here. And I'm here for that. Helicarrier, done.
I feel like taking out 3 minions is...
Okay, and then we will trigger Interrogation Room. Roll down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to Bruce Banner, then we'll draw a card. And either discard or keep. So we do the Enhanced Physique. No way to play it, so no matter what. I guess you won't discard the hand, though, if you flip down to Bruce Banner. So that's worth noting.
Yeah.
You don't have to discard at the end of the turn. Okay, so we'll discard. I guess I'll discard Counterintelligence. I'll keep the Physique, keep the ramp going. And then the only thing that changes is if we don't get Counterintelligence out. So
Yeah.
that's fine. There are worse things in the world.
Indeed. All right, 2-threat on.
Draw my hand.
Then he's a scheming. So it's 2 plus, let me see. Yep, 2 boost cards. That's bad. You didn't have 2 mentals, did you?
At the end of the
Or
thing?
2 physical?
Yes.
Because you had 2 dead cards, you could do that instead.
Okay, we'll do that. In fact, we'll do that so hard what that turn's going to look like, since we're just like playing the worst game of Champions we've ever seen, is use Genius to remove Hysteria,
Yeah.
Thunderclap with this, and Helicarrier.
Yep, that's way better.
And then all the business that we worked through just then comes to my hand. Okay.
Yeah.
So we end up with the original hand. That is better.
That is.
There are things on the board that we can use.
That's true, and I think this is normal. Like, when you're playing with a hero particularly and new cards for the first time, you're going to find stuff like the fact that Thunderclap's not an attack. You're going to figure out all the unintuitive stuff, which is just a part of
First
playing
run
games.
through,
Yeah.
that's what you got to do.
All right.
Let's get through it.
First, he gets a normal boost. He's scheming for 2 + 1. It's 3.
Wish I had that counterintelligence. Woof.
Would have been nice.
Mhm.
Would have been nice. Okay, then he's scheming against you for 2.
Plus
That's it.
0.
Gabby, and then only 1 encounter card. That feels so weird.
It's awesome.
That shouldn't be in the deck. Don't mind me. Wicked Ambitions. When
Oh,
revealed.
hold on. Goblin soldiers do damage, it looks like, when they die. Deal 1 damage to the engaged player, so you take 2 more, yeah?
Doing it.
Okay.
All right. Wicked Ambitions. I love this art. When revealed, discard X cards from the encounter deck, where X is equal to double the villain's stage number. Each time a goblin minion is discarded this way, choose to either take 3 damage or put that minion into play engaged with me. So he's at stage 2. I'll discard 4. Goblin minions either engage me
I'm going to get some more coffee. Clearly needed.
or I take 3. So technically Goblin Knight would be what's engaged me. He's way too big for me just to take. So I'm going to take 3 damage. We're going to spend some time in Bruce Banner. And then you get the bad card. This is a bad card.
The bad card. Just the 1, huh? That's all it takes?
Yep.
Goblin Thrall.
Did it.
Man, there is a lot of minion. Thor would love this one.
Yep.
Okay.
What up, the academic saying shout out to the Ashes crew. For real.
All right, so I'm going to continue ramping, but in a way that's palatable. So let me see cards that I actually want to play. This with the Helicarrier.
I wouldn't mind being the one to take out that minion. It's going to be difficult for that to be the case.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, that's totally fine. So what if we did
I have a super clean turn.
this, and then we did 1, 2, 3. I also have a clean turn.
Clean all around.
Clean all around, man. You ready for this?
Yep.
All right, let's roll up. Let's do energy and enhanced physique for a Quinn Carrier.
Nice.
Then we'll do Quinn Carrier and Helicarrier. And under surveillance for a suborbital leap, Quinn Carrier can generate that wild to remove 5 threat. So, do we want to discard this? We're not getting attacked by minions this turn. It's not going to matter, right?
I don't think it matters.
So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He never saw it coming from the sky. Over to you. Is that good? Was that weird? Was
no,
that...
it's not bad. It's just a bummer because you haven't attacked yet.
Oh, right. What do you want me to do?
Well, he's got guard, so this is the problem we're
Ha!
getting into.
It's true.
So
Now what I could do then is I could just recover.
didn't
and
you
then-
start down?
Yeah.
Oh, recover first.
I can
do
recover.
That. Yeah,
and then
do that
fight.
first.
Yeah. If you need that minion dead, that's correct.
It just makes my turn.
I got a
turn
fresh
more
Hulk
difficult.
now.
Yeah, and I won't have a fresh Hulk, so we may get into some business. So I'm going to flip the Hulk. Actually, I can filter first. May as well. Yeah, I'll use my experimental research.
That's right, Brandon. So much Hulk. But I'm playing Smart Hulk. I'm trying to see if you can play like, you know, a fresh Hulk. You're right, Joseph. I hate downtime only. No, I like downtime only on 2 heroes, Thor and Hulk. Maybe She-Hulk? I don't know. It's the stuff with the big hit points. Makes a lot of sense because you basically just take a lot of damage and then you gotta find a way to minimize it. But like for most heroes, I won't say most, for those early heroes that were like 10 or 11 hit points and 4 recovery values, I just don't see the value in it. I don't think it's a proportional enough increase because you're generally only recovering once. And most of the time, those heroes, at least in our experience, you had tons of allies that could just block the damage. So these are the ones, when leadership's not on the board and you're just taking a lot of damage and you don't want to waste a defend on it, then it does make sense in that case for sure. Yeah, 5 recovery on She-Hulk and Miss Marvel is like, why bother? Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to play Hall of Heroes.
Boom. So you're just trying to load up your
Then I'm going to get rid of my stun. Yeah,
cannon.
you got it. I'll use this Martial Prowess to turn into physical to play Crushing Blow. It'll deal damage equal to my attack, so I'll get rid of that. And when I do that, I'll play Chase Them Down.
2 threat.
Let's go 2 off the main. I feel like that is going to continue making sense. And a token on the Hall of Heroes.
Boom, there you go.
And then I will pass to the end of my turn.
Okay.
That was I had the Chase Them Down and the Hall of Heroes, and so I was like,
I need that minion right now.
It's two.
That's right.
2 value.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oof.
Okay, great.
Dude. Oh wait, I just drew 5. It's Hulk.
Yeah.
2, 1. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm now set up for days too.
Yep, this is gonna be really good. I hope we get some minions. All right, first things first. We're gonna go 2 on. Hook me up.
1, 2.
And then he's going to attack you, and after he does, you're gonna take 2 indirect damage.
Done.
Read direct damage.
All right, so
2
2 plus a boost.
plus a boost.
3, 4. So I'm going to do that now. And then what does it say?
Monster shuffles back in, and then you'll take 2 indirect from this.
Okay.
I'm gonna shuffle him in. Then he's attacking me, and I'm just gonna. He's at 2 with 1 boost. I'm just gonna take it.
You're probably going to end up in alter ego next turn, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 special. Put it in a play engaged with me.
Hey, there's some Hall of
That's
Heroes
actually fine.
money for you.
I just need bodies engaged with me. All right, then we get our bad cards. Starting with you. Hopefully one of these is a minion.
Okay, me.
Mm-hmm.
Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support. It's going to be interrogation room.
It's done its job.
It's done its job.
And I'm now the Hall of Heroes guy.
Yeah, I've had a lot to say.
Oh, look at that Goblin Thrall.
Give me the answers.
Look at that. Gone.
He's a cop gone wrong.
This could actually be quite excellent. So this passes. And then when he damages, he puts 3
What
on.
about my rights?
So I think we add 2.
Did the minion? Did I have the? We didn't have minions during that any of that stuff, right? Yeah.
Goblin added 2 because he damaged both of us.
Soldier attacks for 2. Why is that? Did you have a card that made things attack outside of the? No.
Oh, he came in as a boost card, so he would attack me.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
You are
totally-
definitely
totally
recovering
accurate.
then.
Yes.
And he's +1 attack too from Goblin Nation. Don't sleep on that.
They going down.
And then did I get mine? I think we failed on Goblin Nation. We should get rid of this because I just can't remember it. So I needed to take 1 extra for Goblin Nation because even Goblin gets boosted by that.
Oh, yeah, I should have too.
So we're all
damaged
you
up.
need to recover like crazy. Okay, what's your turn look like?
I'm going to take care of these minions and flip.
Okay. And then I'm probably on Beat Cop, Counterintelligence. That's where I'm going. You ever feel like it was a long weekend?
It was a very long weekend. My body.
It's good to be playing Marvel Champions again, though. It's a space that I can come to where everything makes sense, even when we do it wrong. At least it's a system. There's no external variables. There's just no one's gonna pop in and say, hey, by the way,
You got it wrong.
here's something you got to deal with now.
All right.
That's probably what games are for many folks. So let me also tell you, I've got, let's see, I've got a turn that includes an extra resource and a turn that doesn't include an extra resource. So if you need one to turn you into a perfect hand, I've got it.
Okay. That might actually be the ticket.
We can also do the wild resource. Yeah, Joseph, we'll be back with Skytier soon. We're kind of waiting on Into Ashes to happen. That delay is unfortunate.
Okay. I would gratefully take a resource.
All right, here you go. As long as it's grateful.
It's very much grateful. I'm going to swing with Hulk for 4 here. And then I'm going to play Unstoppable Force using your discount and my prow. That's not an attack. I can't do that yet. It's fine.
Do you have one, though?
Let me not use your discount. I do. Yeah, hold on.
Can
Sorry,
you use that
okay.
for me? Exhaust for an attack event.
I have.
You can't pay my costs, right? That's not possible.
So I'll still take your discount. I'm going to play Unstoppable Force using your discount plus my Skilled Strike. So that'll ready Hulk, and I get to draw a card if I paid for it using only physical, which I did. And then for my next...
What's that, Jesse? I didn't know. So Guild Ball's ending.
Really?
Wow, that's a big
I
deal.
had no idea. Huh. Okay, so then I'll use this to play Relentless Assault for 1. Doing 5 here, so we'll do 1 and 4 will overkill.
You take 1 damage when he dies?
Yeah. So I take 1, and then I put another token on Hall of Heroes. And then Hulk is going to swing for 4 here. I'll put another token on Hall of Heroes.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna save it for next
You gotta
round.
save it, yeah.
But then I'm gonna flip down, and we're gonna...
You need a downtime, my friend. Did you put one in the deck?
Yeah. I also have Banner's Laboratory in my hand,
Right on.
so that's gonna make
It's
it
like
better.
a downtime with benefits.
Yeah, that's right.
So your next turn is going to be great then.
3 extra cards is pretty good.
Yeah, that's excellent. Okay, so now I've got this turn then. Okay.
Wait, Guild Ball or God Tier? God Tier. God Tier.
Jesse said Guild Ball, but Dider said everybody's selling God Tier now with major discounts because they don't expect that game to lift off ever. Guild Ball got canned this afternoon. Main takeaway, blaming it on the community that made the game too competitive and not beginner friendly. That's not a good start.
I would be curious if they were actually blaming it.
Yeah. I'd like to, well, we're going to have to look at that now.
That might be a good podcast discussion.
Steam Forge, let's check it out. All right, your favorite and mine. Here it comes. It's Beat Cop. With the Power of Justice and a Quinn Carrier.
I very much want to Hulk smash something in a minute.
Let's go to Exhaust, move a threat from a scheme to here. Let's do this one. Use that for the rest of the game.
Can you imagine having 3 of those out?
I hope to imagine it soon.
Because they don't ever go away.
They don't.
You just keep soaking 1 every round.
That's correct.
That's a Hulk curve.
3 to... Actually, let's not do that yet. Let's play a Crushing Blow. And I'll tell you what. We'll put the Plushing Blow with Quinn Carrier to... I don't even want to draw the card. Oh, no, it's not that one. Sorry. Got to read them all. You can only spend the... Okay, now we got it. So it's not the one that draws you if you use a physical. You have to use a physical. So we will use Counterintelligence to play the Beat Cop with Power of Justice.
Okay.
Then we'll Quinn Carrier the Crushing Blow.
What to do?
So it's just going to do my attack to an enemy. So we'll do 3 there. And then Hulk will go ahead and punch for 3 more, I think. I could also go down to Bruce mode and recover.
I feel like you being not, because he's going to scheme against me.
Yeah.
I
We
like
don't want
him
this to
off
rocket
kilter.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
All right, so 3 off. Down to 16. It's about to be Hulking time.
We officially ramped Hulk, by the way. I'll have you know. It happened.
Dude,
They do exist.
My next turn might be a bazillion damage.
Oop, there's Jessica Jones. That's a good sign. So now the way that the deck was built is going to get super good because I'm at +2 resources every turn. And with Hulk, we know that that's amazing. And so now we just need to figure out how to work it best.
Ben Sweeney says, we say, so here's the game, ... Ben says, you son of a bee sting, I'm in. And now I'm subscribed to 3 games.
Okay, Nathan, that makes sense. So the drop in God tier support based on how they treated Guild Ball people. Well, don't blame us.
Don't blame me. Love made me crazy.
We found what we thought was well, to us, I think Skytear was just a better version of the MOBA idea. Said it out loud too. I said it on the podcast.
Said it out loud. You
Said
just said it again.
It's real. I mean, come on. It's like, anyway. Attacks? No threat. We done that yet?
Nope. 2
Two
on.
on. First player.
That's me. He's scheming for 2, 3.
Okay, I got you. 2 and 1. So you're now at 11. What? 14.
Yep.
Attacks against me 2+. or 3 plus 1. So I'll take 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He's just a tank.
It's awesome.
It's really that health. 18 is a number that's significant. Like Thor with 14 is reasonably good,
Yeah.
but 18 is like I can just flip over and take a punch.
Yep.
Which is so hulky.
Just take it. Alex, we are surprised with Ashes Reborn. Everybody involved is very surprised and encouraged by what has happened here.
Yeah, and I feel like we're just getting started. That's the thing about that is like in my head it was like we'll see if we can get there, and I think we can get there after 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. 3 days is like mind-bending, the level of support. So it's really exciting for the future of that game and what we can do with that format.
It wasn't even like a fake out, like, we'll lower expectations. We seriously were like, well, maybe.
You know how like some Kickstarters, it's like there's no way you're actually kickstarting a game with this amount of money. You just want it to say 1,000% funded or whatever it is.
Right.
That was not the case. So that was really cool to see.
Threat on main from taking damage. That's right.
Yeah. All right, assault time and all 3 go, so it doesn't do anything. And then a goblin soldier. Let's do
That's
it.
helpful. Gang up. The villain each minion attacks me, so I can take what? 7? There's no way. 2 plus 3.
Wait, no, that shouldn't be in there.
Yep, you're right.
It's right there.
Pull that one out. 2 plus 3.
It was in the stars.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need some downtime for sure.
All right, end of the round.
End of the round.
This is for you.
Well, thank you.
I may have the craziest turn imaginable.
Do you need any resources?
You want to call in an action real quick?
Call in an action. Hall of Heroes, please.
Spend these trophies I collected and see what I get.
Matt, if you wouldn't believe it, we've gained over 100 people since we hit 1,000.
It's insane.
People are, it's just like, all right, let's go. Let's go. This is a new era. Finn, yes, original Ashes will be usable with 1.5. I've got an FAQ coming today. Hold on, yeah. So 3 plus 3. Yeah. I took 6, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't.
I'm going to go ahead and use my experimental research.
One here for Goblin Nation, right?
Okay. Cool. Okay.
I'm almost dead. I'm at 17. Look at me go.
That was close.
Yeah, it was. But that was the max possible.
What do you need out of your stuff? You know?
Well,
Let me get a card back.
I want to play another Beat Cop just because... Well, thanks, Toxic Avenger. This is a messy game we're playing today, but... You know, you can't always be perfect. That's what I tell my wife and my friends.
Is it now?
And then I say, unless you're me. And then, I mean, then it's just, you know.
Lol. Man, there's just so much going on. These massive turns.
You went from 4 cards to 7.
Yeah,
it's like, what?
My brain is not
How?
ready for this. So I'm definitely doing that. I'm going to net 1 back.
Oh, yeah, you got to factor in the cards, yeah.
Yeah, and then this seems good.
I'm going to take my, yeah, so nothing I do relies on me being in hero mode. So
What happened to your reducers?
They're here in my hand.
Oh.
Sorry, I was thinking about...
I was like, holy man, what's happened here?
Holy man. I'm going to use Bruce Banner's ability.
Yep, may as well.
Oh my gosh, it's a double resource. It's a dream come true.
Hold on, I'm just going to do this for a minute.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And then we'll discard here. And that's going to go 2 plus 1 is here. 1 plus 1 is there. Okay, I'm fully set up. I'm keeping all my resources. Everything's done.
You have nothing to share?
I have nothing to share. No.
Oh, go ahead. Your turn.
All right, so we'll do 1, 2, 3. Now here's my options, and maybe these are worth noting. I can play any of these 3 cards right now. So do you want to play the long game of double Beat Cop? Do you want to get Jessica Jones in thwarting for 2 for a couple of turns?
Definitely not concussive blow.
You don't want to confuse the enemy and then do 3
I'm about to
damage.
flip up.
Okay.
Are you gonna flip up?
No, I'm recovering. I'd already flipped down this turn. So concussive blow is out. Beat cop or JJ?
I mean, Jessica is only slightly faster up front.
You're completely right.
So
She's gone.
I think Beat Cop's the MVP. MVP cop, you know what I mean?
All right, so 2, 3 for beat cop. Oh, I had to discard this guy too. And then
Oh
2
yeah, dude, this is
for
such a clean turn.
Quake's gonna hang out. Beat cop is gonna start soaking. So 1 on beat cop. 1 on beat cop. Are we gonna get rid of Goblin Nation anytime soon?
Maybe. We'll just get rid of the minions. Damage is not our problem.
And then I think I'll just thwart for 1 here.
Yep.
And then
I like our multi-prong system here.
And then Quake's there in case things get weird. I'm going to recover for 6. And I'm going to stay in alter ego mode.
All right, mine?
Yep.
Let's play Banner's Laboratory. My favorite, your favorite, everyone's favorite. Then I'll use it to play a downtime.
Oh my, oh
Then
my.
I'll recover for 8.
Woo! Nice. In the lab.
Then we're going to flip over. Then, for my next trick, let's play a... Let me make sure this is the right way to do this. Yes.
Yeah, Corey, you're right on. You can't technically play with double Hulk, but...
I'm going to play a drop kick using a limitless strength. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If I paid using only physical resources, which I did, stun it and draw a card.
It's beautiful.
Yep. And then...
Wait, what happened here?
That's what I was saying, we have the double
Oh, really? That's what we did? Did I do that?
I guess so.
I was totally blind to that.
Just
It's like the light is reflecting
oblivious.
perfectly.
Yeah, I was like... it was very un-Steven of you.
Dang.
Undude-like of the dude, you know?
1 more on scheme. Is that true? Sometimes chat's a little behind, so like I've got to wait and verify.
Oh.
Did you fail?
Yes. Let me flip, grab, and reverse it. I didn't realize Hulk Smash was on top of an attack.
On top of your basic attack. It's not
Yeah.
a 10 damage attack. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
So I'll keep that. I used it as a resource earlier.
Yeah.
And then I'll use a Relentless Assault to take care of the Goblin Soldier.
So just a slightly
damage.
worse Hulk Smash, basically.
Yeah.
So taking damage from Goblin Soldier and then overkill doesn't matter.
And then technically use this, so I had to chase them down in my hand.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I'll chase them down.
Heck
in my
yeah.
knife too here.
I like chase them down.
Yeah, it's a good little card. Okay, end of
I
turn.
took 3 off of beat cops. Is that true?
And when I get rid of...
I'll believe you. But did you factor in Quake? Are we cool with that? Did we factor in the Quake scheming? We ended on, what would that have been? Did we end on 13 for real? Was it 2-1 here?
Yeah, we were at 13 out of 14.
Okay. So then I would have removed 3, you removed 2. All
Yep.
right.
We're
Yep.
clean.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're going to get 2 on.
Can you believe -2 threat for the rest of the game?
Just permanent. Yep, beat cops the jams. I put 2 on.
All right, hold on. Let me
Yep, sorry,
get
draw
my
your
new
hand.
Yeah. Whew. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I'm thinking about it even right now. Can you believe it?
Something fast. we bought a new fridge actually because the house didn't have a fridge in there.
I did too, but it's very small.
Well, yes. So we bought one, and we also had to buy a washer and dryer. A lot of fun adult things.
I did too.
Yeah. Well, hey, we were going through things together, and we didn't even know it. But then at first they were like, "Hey, actually, supply on this stuff since the pandemic has been like really crazy."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "The fridge will be fine on. The dryer will be fine on. We might not have a washer by the time you move in." And so we were doing the math. I'm like, "All right, how long can we go without doing laundry, or where can we
I
go?"
tell you
do
from
laundry?
experience, you can go years.
If you buy enough
You
clothes.
wash it in the sink, man.
That's
Wash
what-
it in the sink and put it out to dry.
So like, I have enough clothes, enough pairs of jeans and V-necks to last a long
I
time.
would love to open your closet and be like, okay, so there's 6,000 black V-necks in here, 3 pairs of black jeans, and what, 2 pairs of shoes? Jordans and something else?
These that I have on right now.
You got dress shoes
Because I'm
or
out
anything?
of socks. Yeah, I have dress shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have a suit.
You have a suit.
You got a couple
You
suits.
got
yeah.
a suit or two.
But Serena couldn't make it that long, so she was stressing out about it. Washer and dryer actually showed up on time. Fridge
What
didn't.
brand?
This was a long process, by the way. I have,
Did you actually research something?
I
Like,
didn't.
Did you?
No, she did. I have many Stevens and Serenas in my life. Oh my gosh.
Maytag, LG.
Might have been LG.
Yeah. It's
There was basically a conclusion that like there was one that was the most reliable and also the least hard on your clothes,
Mm-hmm.
and that was her big concern
That seems
because
good.
like
But
I have a
probably
lot of
price
black
goes up,
clothes,
right.
so does she, and so then it's like so it makes it sound like
Wait,
we're
black
goth.
clothes is easy, isn't it?
Look, it's like this isn't even really black anymore because it's like worn out.
Oh, I get it.
Like
Okay.
the color preservation was like
Yeah.
the big thing.
Yeah,
So,
alright.
what about you? What was your brand?
Maytag. Yeah, Maytag. So, but we got the washer like 3 years ago, and we had an old dryer because the washer went out that we had. We had like, we've been carrying these things around since we were like 14. Like just college and passed down from. And,
Like you do.
And the dryer was left in someone's garage, and they're like, "You can have this if you want it." And we're like, "Oh, sure." So we had to get a new washer because our washer stopped working, and so we upgraded for real. We spent some hundreds of dollars on
Yeah,
something.
like
and we were like,
an adult.
at the time, we were like, this is a giant purchase, which it still is ultimately. And so then we came back through and bought the matching dryer in preparation for the new house. But we also, the matching dryer wasn't in production anymore. They had,
So you had to, like-
they had an upgraded version of it, but it didn't quite match the old aesthetic.
You had to like hunt it down.
I found a one that had been restored, renewed, no, I'm sorry. It was a store model that was at American Freight, which used to be Sears outlet, and they had it on the floor, and I got it for like $400.
Wow,
off.
that's a steal.
I got it for like a couple $100.
Yeah, because they're not cheap. I found
Hope it
out.
works. I mean, I've never plugged it in.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
It doesn't have a cord.
I looked, by the way. I took a picture. LG was the brand.
Okay,
I
LG,
verified.
nice. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a good deal. Yeah, I had never bought any of these things, and
Yeah.
so it was all like, all right, well now I know how much these cost.
Also, something I didn't know that I think Robert shared with me was those are known as durable goods, and that is one of the key indicators for economic health in a society. Like, so when they're looking at the numbers for what are consumer behaviors, purchasing durable goods is like a sign of like solid,
Sure.
like,
Because
investment.
like you
from
wouldn't be buying a new
consumers.
washer and dryer unless you own a house and are replacing, or you're buying a house.
Right.
So like,
And feel comfortable enough in the state of the economy and my income that I'm willing to invest in something that is not strictly necessary.
because you could make it without a washer and dryer if you
Yes,
really
I
wanted
have.
to do that.
I have done
process.
it.
Yeah,
Believe it or not,
fun times.
I have done it.
Yeah, that was
About to move into 380 square feet.
I'm excited about it.
Oh my gosh!
But that was the fridge didn't come in. So
Yeah.
it was basically like, well,
Put your
do you do?
meat in the
so at first we were looking at mini fridges,
cabinet.
and it was like, we'll just make it on mini fridge for a while.
yeah.
And then we found a really good deal on a I call it a mid-sized fridge.
I'll bet that's probably what I have.
Which is like, it's not a mini fridge, and it's not.
Is it just one single column?
Yes.
What brand is it?
I
Is it
don't-
also LG?
I have no idea.
I got an LG 24.
It's like 7 or 9 cubic feet. I don't know the
That's
number.
right. Mine's 9 cubes.
Yeah, it's somewhere
and
in
it's
there.
24 inches across.
Yeah.
And it's got
The funny
it's got
thing-
the pull-out freezer with the shelving in it.
Yeah.
We
And
may have gotten the same
that's
fridge.
so, that's so funny that we didn't know that. Because like the funniest thing about it in my house, I'll take a picture of it, is that like there's a slot for the fridge,
Yeah.
and then it's like there's a miniature fridge in it. It's very funny. It's amusing every time I walk in the kitchen.
That's good stuff.
All right.
You guys are having some absolutely great dinners, by the way. Have you checked this out? Homemade chicken tenders, anchovy pizza, stir fry with egg rolls, chicken casserole,
Wow.
green
We're on the
curry,
gamut here.
mapo tofu, barbecue ribs on the grill, pork chops, chicken and broccoli over cauliflower
like-
rice, tacos, chicken fajitas, leftovers. Feel you on that, Nate.
This
Mustard
is,
chicken from Joe Platt.
for a long time I would ask where people were watching from, and now
Yeah.
I think the new topic is going to be at some point. It's like, all right, what's on the table tonight? What's for dinner?
Oh no, NHOJM. Tell me how to pronounce that. Egg, cucumber, and Gouda sandwiches. That actually sounds awesome because it's a little bit eccentric. Stuffed peppers, falafel from Anesthesia Cat. Always
That's
good.
awesome. Are you making the falafels?
I hope so. It's kind of awkward though. I don't like deep frying stuff.
You ever used an air fryer?
I heard it's just a complete trap.
I haven't experienced it.
That apparently you can get most of the effects of an air fryer through a standard like roasting process in a toaster oven or a main oven. But I can't verify it.
Question is it easier?
It's easier. Yeah, it's definitely easier.
I love some of the comments coming through on this. Came from Marvel Champion, stayed for the economic development, and washer dryer insights. Okay, where were we?
We added 2 to the scheme.
Yep, okay.
I know that happened.
He's scheming against you.
Okay, and then he's scheming against me. Yeah, that's right.
2, 4. We advancing.
Ooh, here we go.
Let's find out what happens when the mutagen is unleashed.
Isn't it really bad for us? Don't we get like a bunch of cards or something?
Ryan Rober says we love our air fryer.
Okay.
Here's my question for air fryer experts among us. Is it actually healthier than frying?
I'm sorry,
what's the science
You're
behind
just
it?
frying things. I mean, there's no...
But apparently there's no grease.
Yeah, but that's not frying.
I mean, yeah.
That's just not frying.
it's-
It's a different chemical
But
reaction
like,
happening.
you know, are like...
If it's not doused in hot oil for a significant period of time and gets that nice brown crust on it, then it isn't fried. You can make a funnel cake in an air fryer.
Loaf saying air fryer is legit. A lot of people saying it.
Okay, all right. Instant Pot's where it's at.
I
man.
do
Yeah,
have an
agree.
Instant Pot, and that is fire.
Oh, we got a win completed effect. In player order, each player not engaged with the Goblin minion discards the top 3 cards from the encounter deck and puts the first minion discarded into play.
This is you.
Ah!
You got Monster.
You were stunned. Help.
And I got Scorpion. Oh, is it Goblin Minion?
And all form the head. Yes, Goblin minion only.
I got nothing.
Good.
But I'll take care of your minion so I can
Thanks.
get my token.
Then we've got a mutagen cloud. We're going to add a threat equal to the number of goblin enemies, including green goblins. So we're currently going to add only 1 threat a turn, plus monster would be 2 threat a turn. Okay, so I'm stunned.
It's got to get to 22 for us to lose.
Yeah, and we're fine. And we should come in with 8 on it.
Oof. All right, got some work to do.
Okay.
Gage says 100% healthier. That would make it 0%, right? It would be at the break-even point of healthy.
Right on.
Same crispiness with no oil. Loves his air fryer.
So what does it say? Does it say discard 3 cards and don't stop, basically? Discard 3 cards, put the first goblin. Okay, so that means that
I get 2 more cards.
I discarded those, and you get 2 more, yeah.
Yeah. There goes Shadows of the Past. Am I right?
All right,
None.
cool.
It's
Hey,
my
I'll take
lucky
it.
day.
Great.
Okay. And then he's going to try to attack me, but he's stunned, so that fails. And then we each get an encounter card. So then we're going to get our first advance.
Monster doesn't stun me. Wow, these are the rules that I hate in the game.
Because you're not in hero mode.
No, because it's not, the win reveal doesn't happen because it's technically coming into play from the discard pile.
Yep. So just so everyone out there that is aware, as many rules as we get wrong that are in our favor, I think we also get them wrong out of our favor.
Just imagine how many rules we don't get wrong on a daily basis.
Apparently David says you can turn your Instant Pot into an air fryer.
I don't even want to know what that
Dark
black
magic.
is, yeah.
How did he return?
What are you shoving?
Dark
Oh, then-
magic. Secrets only the Sith knew. I'm still angry about it.
Wait, I'm supposed to, what happened here?
It's just 8. What do you mean?
We added though. He schemed against me, did he not? Oh,
That's
it
how he got-
advanced.
that's how he
It
got there.
advanced. Oh, right. And then we did it all.
There we go.
I'm still thinking about
Woo!
that air fryer, man.
Yeah, I got it in your brain.
This week and weekend has been so insane. The amount of work that went into the Ashes relaunch, it has fried all of us.
Yeah, well, it was,
we're
I
done.
think for both of us, it was the Ashes relaunch and then also Life. So like that, there were both those
Got
things
a
were
lot of
happening
things
for
going
both of
on
us,
right now.
and it was just a lot.
Went out there and staked the house this weekend.
The pictures you sent were nice.
It's worth
Was
all
the
the
water
work to
the
live
pond?
out there.
Is that pond on
Yeah,
your
it's a
land?
pond, yeah.
That's on your land?
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I'm waiting for the world to explode, and I'll have
This
water.
weekend, I'm gonna try to send you a picture, like what you can similar style, except for just it's a pool instead
Yeah.
of a pond.
Hey, it works. Real quick though, checking in here for a different opinion. I have an air fryer, just Jesse Hulk. It's just like an oven, not as good as an oven, and not as good as deep fryer.
I will say, so across the street, First Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't had it forever. I love their Belgian waffles.
Right.
I had it this weekend
Yeah.
to go.
Did they air
obviously.
fry it?
No, but heat the waffle up in the oven
Good.
because it gets soggy.
Yeah, you got to
too much
crisp
time.
that thing up. That's
But in
right.
the oven, it gets warm and it gets crispy, and it was delightful.
That makes it nice. It is good for bacon. Now I've heard that a lot. It's good for bacon because you don't have the splatter. But making in the cast iron, you deal with the splatter. You know, et cetera, et
It's
cetera.
your bad card.
When revealed, the villain schemes. Oh yeah. 1 plus or 2 plus
2
something?
plus 2, make it 4.
We're heading that direction, aren't we?
All right, mine. Death from above. In the hero form, Green Goblin attacks with plus X, where X is equal to the villain's stage number. Plus 4? What is this madness?
Ryan, I cook bacon on the oven every time, or on the stove every time.
You got an ally you really don't
I get
like?
that cast iron out. We start rolling.
You got an ally you don't really like?
I don't like Quake.
It's a plus 4 attack. He's at 6 plus a base card.
Quake's on it.
8 damage. Thanks for doing business.
I got you.
Oh, also, never mind. And he
What else
doesn't
did we
damage me,
miss?
so that's great. We're good. Token passes. Let's get out of here.
Let's do something.
He's a 6.
Monster doesn't scheme, no, Thomas. It just says the villain schemes on that encounter card. Ryan, I can guarantee you that I'm eating better bacon than you in that cast iron. The thing people do wrong in a stove is they crank the heat too high. It's a complete waste of time. You have to render the fat. It takes like 20 minutes. It's good.
I have a question for
There's
you.
a reason that the pioneers did it, and it's not because they were just getting by. It's because they were artisans, and they knew good food.
Do you
Can't even get through without laughing.
do you have a resource for me?
I don't know.
You want to use your banner ability to
Are you going to kill this
filter?
thing?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, let's think. Let me think how this is going to go. So I'll do this for, at my best, this. Okay.
And in fact, if you do, I can give you one of these.
For an attack event? Oh, you can play it for me?
I can play it
That-
under any player's control.
I'll trade you 1 for 1, because I have an attack event to play.
Yeah, okay.
Helicarrier? To you?
Yep. I'm going to play Jarnbjorn. How about this? Here comes Hulk NATO. I'll play one of these, a Martial Prowess, using my Power of
Hey,
Aggression.
thanks. Keep
Then
building the ramp
Hulk's
over
going to
here.
swing for 4 into Monster. And when
How
I-
did you pay for this?
With my Power of
Right on.
Aggression. Hulk's going to swing for 4 into Monster, and when I do, I'm going to respond with Jarnbjorn. After I attack an enemy, spend a physical resource, do 2 damage to that enemy,
Beautiful.
to an enemy. So he's gone, and I get another token on Hall of Heroes.
Beautiful. Okay.
You're up.
Europe. Okay, then I'm going to do a recover.
I really like where the conversation turned and what
1,
chat's doing with it.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You guys are the best. I'm so happy to have you here.
Let me see if Bruce. I don't even think I need Bruce's ability. I mean, I guess I may as well swap a card that I don't. Well, it just speeds me up. Am I going already? I'm going already.
Do you, yeah, you may as well take it. The question is, would the 2 or, do you have another 3 resource floating somewhere? And would that matter?
I don't think I have another 3. I may have another 2 though.
Right.
But I'm not sure that it would matter. Oh, sure. Okay. Well, it might, actually. So we'll drop this. Oh, wait. We don't have to make that choice yet. We'll draw a card first. Okay, it's not going to matter. And then we'll drop this one out. Okay. So then...
People saying you only recover 4, not 5. I don't know.
I should recover 6.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Because of downtime.
Downtime.
We got that downtime all up in this deck.
Downtime. All right, then let's go up to Hulk's. Look at Justice Hulk just going. Stealth Strike. You never expected it from Hulk, did you?
It was very stealthy. A stealthy Hulk? It's terrifying.
Actually,
It's
not
like a
that
sneaky
yet. Not that
mansion.
yet. Yeah, it's fine. Stealth Strike with Martial Prowess, Quinn Carrier, and an immovable object. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. It's this one. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to defeat enemies with this attack. Hold on. Taking it back. Instead of Stealth Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that changes everything. I was going to kill your ally. Okay, hold on a second. How about you do this instead? How
Punch
about-
him for 6?
How about you take your Hall of Heroes thing off, you Jarnbjorn the 2 into Monster, and then I'll do the finishing 4 damage and remove 2 threat with Stealth Strike.
Okay.
So same idea. So he will take 4 from your swing, and then you'll
2 over here.
Jarnbjorn to Monster.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll put Monster right here with 2 technically, and then it comes to my turn, and I do what I just wanted to do. Stealth Strike,
Yeah.
Martial Prowess, Quinn Carrier, and immovable object. for monster. Dead. And then remove 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just realized I did this out of order, but you'll get the idea. Play Agent Coulson. Technically, I would have had 3 resources. Gotten the counterintelligence back in hand and used it to play the stealth strike.
I'm with it. I do get it conceptually.
Orders, man. Yeah, you get
Now
the concept I'm going for.
Give me them beat cops.
All right, so we're gonna beat Cop and Coulson to get Goblin Nation out of here. Unless you think we're gonna lose. We're both in Hulk mode. It's gotta get to 22. There's no way, right?
I just feel like those minions are never attacking us. I guess he gets an extra attack.
He gets
That's
+1
fine.
the
Yeah,
whole
let's get it
game,
out of
yeah.
here. And it's early on in the discard pile here, so like it's not going to come back out, which is fine.
1, 1. And I can always blow these guys up if I want to be bad. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you stacked me deep with that martial prowess.
It's helpful, isn't it? Dude, I'm about to go.
I get an extra card here.
It's gonna be a rager. Corey, that's what I was singing. Give me the beat cops and free my soul.
I wanna get loud and rock and roll.
And eventually they could go away to do a bunch of damage, but
If
only
we
to me
wanted
too.
to monetize our YouTube channel, we could make an entire song and sing it and produce it very well. It'd get so many views.
That is exactly why I'm here.
Oh man, hold your horses.
Holding them.
We got a big turn coming up, man.
Big turn.
Justice Hawk's got some play now.
All right. I will say he goes through his deck very. Oh, you got one of these, right?
Yeah, I got one of those.
Very slowly. I can't believe I haven't made it through my deck yet. 4-card hands are hilarious. All right. So first thing, we're gonna get X threat on, where X is equal to the number of.
It's 1. Goblin enemies. There are currently 1.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna attack me.
What are you gonna do about it?
Like it. 2 plus a bad card. Oof. 5. Don't mind.
See,
me.
that could have been 6 if we didn't get rid of Goblin Nation. Would that have killed you? That would be funny.
I don't think it would kill me.
No, I don't think so either.
But it's hurting.
Attacks on me, 2 plus star,
He comes in.
and then
Good.
1. So I'm going to take 2 and 1, so I'll take 3 total. 1, 2.
Oh yeah, we have an acceleration token, so make it 2.
Thank you.
Yep. Lots to manage here. Okay.
We're just not, it's not heroic. It's just like, yeah,
We
let's
just
just
don't
have a
care
good
anymore.
time,
Yeah,
guys.
this is why we're here. Hopefully you're having a good time
Oh,
and enjoying
man.
it. And if you're watching this many years from now or even weeks from now, I'd love to know in the comments.
And
Hit me
then
up
Goblin damages us, we add a threat every time. So that should be 2 more, right?
All right,
Let's just
yeah.
keep stacking it up. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Starting with my bad card. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hysteria.
Is that the bad one?
That's the one where he gets extra boost cards.
Yeah, we don't like that one. Villain attacks me via assault.
Ooh, with 2 boost cards. How about that?
Hey, look at that. Yeah, you're right. Coulson?
Depends on how risky you are.
I mean, I'm probably taking 6 here. I go to 14. Do I end up rolling down?
Matt saying, I dare you to save the beat cops for final damage on stage 3. The thing about beat cops is they can only be used on minions.
Do 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 do. It's like I need one more resource here. Oh, Coulson, what are we gonna do here, buddy? What are we gonna do? Wait a minute. Oh, I see why. I'm going to go to alter ego mode, so I'll take it. Oh, looky here. I'm stunned. And put it into play.
Oh, yes.
I only took 2 there.
More minions.
So 1 because he damaged me,
Yep.
and then 1 or 2 because there were no boosts that mattered. And then I get stunned.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's not ideal because I did want to play an attack. But you know what? Here we are. Okay, bad cards. Wait, that was the bad card, right?
You
I
get
a
2.
Second one. Pumpkin bombs. Glad that didn't stack up there.
All right, this passes.
Okay, first things first. Just say it.
I'm the realist.
Yeah. 2 threat off the main. Coulson doing the Lord's work here. Gonna soak an attack next turn. How are you on resources?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
How bad does it get if we kill Goblin also?
He gives us 3 encounter cards when he's revealed.
When he pops?
Mm-hmm. Math.
I'll go and just do the what we all know is happening.
I mean, I have a really just clean turn.
Remove 2 there. Put 2 on. Okay, so you don't need them. Don't need it. That's
Now,
good.
Do you have a way to bury one of these guys?
Yes.
I would.
Such a way. You into that?
Let me think about it.
Hip with it? It's a good thunderclap if you got it. Got the old 3-cost turn that I set up earlier.
Technically, if you give me a resource, my ideal situation would be giving me a resource and having this guy with 1 less health. So I could get 3 counters on this thing. Because I can definitely take him out. And I have a way to do 2 to him with Bjorn if I have a resource.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not absolutely necessary.
I've got the, see, we're aggression and justice are playing the I want to kill minions game because the stealth strike removes 2 threat as well, and it wants to kill minions.
We should do
also.
that.
But I can also do a concussive blow instead, confuse the villain, deal 3 damage. But I can't do any. I can't do 1 unless you just want me to Coulson for 1 instead of doing the 2 threat.
Nah, I think you do your thing. I'm
You
not
stealth strike?
gonna get Hall of Heroes.
Okay.
But I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Now, are you willing to block with Coulson for me
Yes.
if I need it?
I'm
I
gonna
might
go-
not even go.
I'm gonna
there.
go to Alter Ego. Yeah.
The thing is, I'm thinking about going to Alter Ego, but is that too many threat?
You got a resource for me?
I can't actually.
Okay.
Confuse is really good right now. If you can do 3 and confuse,
Okay.
because you can take one of these out and stop him from scheming once. I'm also probably going to get rid of Hysteria.
You got to deal 3 to the enemy that you confuse. So I can't split it up. I would confuse and do 3 to Goblin. We still feeling okay?
Well, you can do that, but let me do something first.
Okay. Call in an action.
It's going to get crazy.
Okay.
You ready for this? This
Yeah, I'm
just
ready.
feels correct.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this to reduce by 1. I'm going to play. Oh, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. Oh, the timing.
You not in Hulk mode or what?
Save that 3 in the confuse.
Okay. Consider it saved.
Oh, wait. You're wanting to flip down, aren't you?
I sure am.
Never mind. I can't max on. I have a Hulk smash, so I can do 3 here and take him off the table.
Do you really want 3 encounter cards right now? I feel like we're kind of limping.
Well, when I flip down, I'm okay with it. But maybe not. I maybe have a better play.
But now I have a better plan.
Ugh.
Okay, so what this really looks like, these 2 and this for this. I need a 2-cost attack event. I don't have one, so I don't think this is going to work this turn. Because what I really want to do is play this suboptimal leap to remove 5 threat, because that just gets us kind of out of the nonsense where we can just lose randomly. And once I get it down, then I'm just like -2 every turn. I feel like we're going to be in an okay spot there.
Yeah.
But I do have to waste. It is going to be a suboptimal leap, truly. That's really quite funny. Now I could also just do our normal plan. So stealth strike and then roll down, draw a card, discard a card, and probably have a better turn. I'm doing that. I'm just going to make a call. Drop the stun. Use martial prowess. Use... What do you think? Do you need this helicarrier? Just give it to me straight, Doc.
Not.
I'm going to hold it for you. 1, 2, discard a stealth strike to play a stealth strike. 4 damage to an enemy. I can do 4 here. I can do 4. I should do 4 here. Because I got 2 with guard, and then remove 2 because it was destroyed. Flipping down, drawing a card, discarding a card. Oof, would have had that. Wish I would have had that earlier. This one. Yep, this one. Yep, this one. Okay, and I'm going to hold 2 simply because I'm going to give you this helicarrier.
Okay.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Maybe it gets you a drawing burn trigger. You know, worst case. I literally read that as suboptimal leap, which is actually quite funny.
Yeah, it's not quite that.
Suborbital leap. Oh, okay. I might be dying.
Well, let's do it.
I feel like I'm seeing through the veil.
You're -1. 1 here. Hulk smash for 1. Somebody 13 here with overkill, so it's going to be 3 and 10.
Boy, we're playing
Here we go.
playing sloppy, aren't we?
We each get 3 encounter cards.
That seems like a Hulk move, really, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's a Hulk move.
Going
I've
in
never
there, but
seen
this
one.
goes away.
You
so
got the
I get another
helicarrier
token.
discount, right?
Yeah, I used it.
And did you Jarn Bjorn?
That's what it's a Jarn Burn triggers after I attack, so I assume all this resolves.
Yeah.
He gets his 40 health. We only need to do 40 and we win.
Does it say after an attack?
Response after the attack.
After a hero attacks an enemy. I think it's before this happens.
Is it? That's
Yeah.
what I need to know.
I don't know. I don't know. Do we have a chart? Did they provide a chart?
Where's my abacus?
So after a hero attacks an enemy, but before damage is dealt?
Wouldn't after the attack be after the attack is
It's
resolved?
not after the attack is resolved. It's after your hero attacks. So when you turn Hulk sideways, your hero is attacking. And then you can probably play things that say after you attack, and then you probably resolve them all. I don't know. Different games do it differently. This one, your guess is as good as mine. Combat damage happens, then you pay for Jarnbjorn.
But is the new goblin in play when that happens? You know what I mean?
New Goblin's in play.
We'll just assume it is for now.
Jarnbjorn, yeah.
Jarnbjorn for 2, and then I'll use my Bruce Banner's Laboratory plus this card.
You're still in Hulk mode. You can't do it.
I'm flipping down
Okay.
to get rid of this.
Oh, good for you. That's a real.
Apparently, I can do the Jarnbjorn. So
that's a big money
Hulk
move
smash
there.
into a Jarnbjorn swing, and then flip down and go to my laboratory.
What
I
is
also love
this
saying
sleeve
it's just
anomaly?
broken.
It's got a little nipple in it.
I can't get over the word laboratory. I like saying it.
You
way
do
too
like
much.
saying it, yeah.
All right, and then let's ready everything up.
Ready and draw? Quick pitch for our podcast. Someone just asked that. Who said that? Can you give a quick pitch for your podcast? What do you do on it?
I'll give you the quick pitch.
Yeah, here we go.
So the Covenant Cast, it's basically doing exactly what we've been doing today, which is Steve and I talking, but looking at the industry as
Yes,
both
it is that boring.
players and retailers, and we look at all kinds of things, right? We talk very candidly about our business. We talk about our thoughts on gaming. We're doing a mini-series right now. This week we went into depth into the player-driven production model that we launched last week to relaunch Ashes. But before that, we're doing a mini-series on how to ruin a game, and that's everything from balance to release schedules to production, the whole thing. So it's really just us taking kind of a macro look as players and retailers at tabletop gaming across the board.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this. This is a hero action. The game is deceptively simple. You ever think that? You ever feel that way? What about this? Can you do this? No, you can't do that.
My whole turn.
Could you have played anything with those cards there? Did you want to play anything in alter ego mode, or what did you ditch with? What did you ditch with the laboratory?
this, which would change my entire game.
Brawn. Hey, yeah, bring Brawn in there.
Hold on. All right, let's think about this.
Caleb, Bruce Justice is fine. I mean, look, you got Beat Cops out, you got Agent Coulson. I was able to ramp pretty effectively, which I'm not sure that I can always get that done. Yeah, Brandon, this is game 1.
You know what? There's a lot of things illegal about that turn, too. So Martial Prowess can't be used in Hulk Smash.
It's not an attack?
Hulk Smash is not an attack. It's when you make a basic attack. So it's not an attack event. So that's going to dramatically change what's going on here.
I'm not sure that card's any good.
This card?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Wouldn't you rather have like a helicarrier? -1 forever instead of
Well,
-1
it being
sometimes?
physical, it makes particularly use of...
It's also only hero action.
Like Relentless Assault needs a physical, and
You can find it. You
Drop
can't
Kit
find a
needs
physical in an aggression Hulk deck without that card. You're doing it wrong.
Well, you're probably right.
I agree, Nathan. I just said that. I said Martial Prowess and Hulk is bad. Yeah, I know, Scott. I'm bracing. I'm bracing for how bad this is. We're going to have to put Goblin back into stage 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get it over with.
All right, so hold on.
Let's just live with it. He had 8 health.
Let's go.
You blew through that minion.
Backing it all the way up.
This is horrible. This is worse than Wrecking Crew Heroic. I feel like this is the way I feel when I eat spaghetti. You can't do it. You can't do it in a clean, pleasing way. It's horrible. Hey, that's not bad. That was an easy rewind. It's fine. It's fine, Zach. It's fine. You gonna play Braun? Let's talk about these air fryers some more, guys. What's going on? David asking why we're rewinding. So there's a couple of reasons. One, Hulk Smash is not an attack, so you can't pay for it with Martial Prowess. I'm as surprised as you are. Hulk Smash seems like an attack, but it's a buff of a basic attack. And then
Sure enough.
also you can't use the Hysteria hero action in Alter Ego mode. There you go. So
Let's do this.
makes some sense, I guess.
Hulk's going to swing.
Don't forget you have a helicarrier. Don't sleep on that.
Yeah, Hulk's going to swing with a skilled strike for 6. Then I'll use your helicarrier.
How about that Thrall, though?
Actually, I'll use the helicarrier to play Boundless Rage.
Okay, done.
And then we'll do 1 extra here.
Nice.
And then
But you're about to flip down, yeah?
I'm not flipping down. That's the
Ooh.
secret.
This is where we lose. We may as well just lose and restart because this is awful.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, actually. Boy.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Let's play Braun.
Did you get your -1 on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I will use his attack for 1. I'm going to deal with him next turn. Just deal with it. And then I get to remove 1,
Okay.
because that's what he does. And then,
He goes to 5 health?
yeah,
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
3 for 10, basically.
That's incredible. That's incredible value. I love it.
And then we'll go to the next round.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the next round. I like it because I don't have 4 encounter cards. All right, we're going to add 1 Goblin Villain, 1 encounter, 1 Goblin Villain. So 3, adding 3 to the pile. And you didn't flip down?
Nope.
Bold. Scheming on me with Hysteria, right? Schemes your attacks, give him 1 additional boost. We got to get rid of that. Adding a Goblin Thrall, and then +3. So we're currently at a 5 scheme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool.
4-way.
Yep.
And then he's going to pumpkin bomb me.
Attack against you. And it's after the villain attacks you. So 2 cards, 2+. You got a blocker? You want me to block with Coulson here?
Yes.
Block him with Coulson. Taking a bunch.
5. Plus I'll take the pumpkin bombs.
Yeah. It's indirect. You can put it on Braun if you want. And then we do the bad cards.
I will put it on Brian. All right, you're first.
Here we go. Encounter card, Overconfidence. When revealed, Green Goblin schemes. If 3 was placed by the scheme, then it gains Surge. This might be the end. 3. I'm stunned. And 4. So 4 added. Is that the end of this mess?
No, it's 3
2,
total.
3, 4. That's 22, isn't it?
Isn't it just 3?
Yeah, it's just 3.
1 away.
Over to you. What's your card?
A mess of things. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each stunned friendly character.
1.
So 4 total. Not awful. This passes.
All right. Let's see what's going on here. My gosh.
So the question is, really, can we do 41 damage?
Really? No, I cannot do that. Oh, that card shouldn't be there. Is that one of the ones from that weird set that you just did? What's the one you should have discarded?
This thing. That's the Scorpion set.
Yeah, that's
should do
Scorpion. That's Scorpion. That's fine. It's clean.
And this goes away.
Oh, and apparently I take the damage from Pumpkin Bombs. Since I block for you.
Oh, okay.
I'll take it. 2. I can't do that much damage, no. Give it to you straight. So my turn is probably recover, suboptimal leap to remove 5, remove 2, so I can remove 7. Then I might ready Hulk. I could potentially Thunderclap here. It's not an attack. Man, Martial Prowess is garbage in this Hulk deck. How much damage you got? You stole the token, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got
I'm taking care of your minions.
it. Okay. I was gonna say I think.
It gives me 2 Hollow Heroes when I flip down.
Okay.
Which is like relevantly good.
I'm gonna go ahead and use this Bruce Banner ability.
Okay.
Draw. Okay. This is fine. So you're saying that you're going to get rid of those minions. Okay, I'm not going to play the Thunderclap then.
Yeah.
That seems obvious. Okay.
Okay. Let's go use this to play toe-to-toe. This goblin's going to attack me. I'll take it here, and then I do 5 back to him.
Very nice.
And I get a token on.
Deal 1 damage to the
Yes.
engaged player. That's me.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Then we will.
And Matt, I did say suboptimal that purpose, yes. Great, Delta Loco. Super pumped. Yeah, try out some Hulk cards. It's fun. I love seeing the green on the board, if nothing else.
Hulk is going to swing. Actually, no. Better. Nope. How do you feel about Gobby flipping?
Whatever. I mean, I feel like we're on the back foot right now, but 3 encounter cards probably sends this to dead. I'll reduce it by 7. Man, Martial Prowess. Ugh. I can't even make you good.
Because I can basically do 1, remove 1, flip him. Or, because I'm going to take him out.
Okay. And then you flipped alter ego, you could take the cards
That's what I'm...
right then and there. I do feel like this is important. I might just get rid of that.
Yeah, I have no way of doing
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
here, and then 1, 2 there, and then if I had any amount of extra resources, I would do it there, but I'm not going to. So we'll go here instead.
Actually, I won't flip this yet.
Good.
So what
Good
I will
plan.
do is Braun will attack for 1 here and remove 1. And then, oh yeah, I have to. Devil. I was going to Jarn Bjorn, but I have to attack to do it. So that's unreasonable.
It is unreasonable.
So I think I just take 1 there, knock him out with Hulk, Jarn Bjorn into the new form, flip down, and dance. So here's what we're doing. 1.
That is a plan.
Remove 1, take this out. He's going to flip. We each get 3 encounter cards, and he's going up.
Oh, yeah,
40.
Metroplex. It technically would have. That's fine. We're just going to lose anyway. Or win. This game is probably invalid like 20 different ways.
What was he saying?
But we're just checking out Hulk. I think the last thing would have surged because it added a bunch of threat or something. I remember reading that.
Then Hulk's going to smash here. And when I do, I get a token. I'll trigger Jarn Bjorn to discard a card to do 2 damage.
This 3 happens, yeah.
Yeah. Then I'll flip down. And then
Use that ability too.
I'm going to
Guess that's fine.
filter. See what we get. Nope. I have a resource.
Are you waiting on Holy Heroes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
We were waiting.
Then I'll just pass to you. That's all I got.
Yeah, Nathan, no joke, right? All these bad cards. That's why we're losing. Okay. Over to me. So let's recover for 6. 6. Done. I've already used my draw filter ability. We're going to get an extra card. This is going to be just the fun one. It's going to be so fun. What do you mean you're my wife? All right, flip to Hulk. We're stunned, but that doesn't keep us from doing Hysteria with Genius.
Nailed it.
Hulk's got an idea. Then we will suboptimal leap here for 2 plus this card.
How many does it remove?
Yeah, that's right. Room is 5.
All right.
Beat Cop 2 more.
Those beat cops, though.
Can you even imagine Justice before these guys? I can. Wasn't good. And then let's play your favorite of mine, Boundless Rage. Now I could also have just readied Hulk, which is that's a fine thing to do.
Get rid of the stun.
Yeah, I'll do that. Because that will basically give me the card that I would need to play the suboptimal. So we'll do that. Look at the card. Ready Hulk. And then probably just clear the stun. IMO.
Yeah, I agree.
Clear the stun.
Set up for next. So it's not unreasonable to do 30 or 40 damage in a round.
That's true. It's possible.
Especially with my 3 extra bonus cards coming in.
And without the bonus boost, it's fine. Okay. So, here's that. Now we add
I got
1,
an extra encounter card.
2, and no minions. So 1, 2.
Matt, that's funny. He says he's been kicking the tire on ordering crisis tokens for champions. It's like I was reading his mind.
Scheming against you. 2 plus.
Yep.
2 plus 1. Take 3. Scheme. 2, 3. Attacking against me. 2 plus. Goblin Thrall.
Got him.
Is this the one that does the damage, adds a thing? Oh, it's 2 threat now.
Yep.
No.
Blocking it.
Must. Absolutely must.
All right. Bad cards.
Bad cards.
Starting with me.
Yeah.
Goblin reinforcements. Reveal to place an additional threat here for each goblin minion in play.
Was that one? None.
You have
2.
a thrall, right?
Yeah, 1.
Goblin.
He would technically attack me too, so I'll take 1 more.
Goblin soldier. Sweet. Goblin thrall. Sweet. Goblin thrall.
Oh my gosh, you serious?
I got gobbied.
Thunderclap, here we go. Gang up. The villain in each minion attacks me. It's going to happen. 2 plus... You don't have any allies.
I have Brawn.
That would prevent 2 threat. That's the only thing that it does. So he's going to damage me, add 2. He's going to attack for 1. If any of these cards have Schemey or if he attacks again...
I'll block. So it's
Right.
3 plus a boost card
Yeah.
of 2, so it's 5 damage. Here you go.
Okay.
And then the minion still attacks.
Minion attacks me for 1. Okay. Done. Exhaustion. Surge. Exhaust my identity.
Aha!
It's already
fortunate.
exhausted. Wicked Ambitions. Discard X cards, where X is double the villain's stage number. Each time a goblin is discarded, choose either take 3 or put it into play.
You get 6.
Discard 6 cards. That's right.
1.
3.
2, 3, 4,
Take it.
5. Oh my gosh.
Take 3.
6. All right. We did it.
I got 1 more card. I see you. Green Goblin attacks you. Game is over. See you later. It's done.
Well, yes.
It's done 1,000 different ways, as if this wasn't the worst game of Marvel Champions ever played on a stream. It has to have been, right?
The like sloppiest game.
It was
Yeah.
the worst game of Marvel Champions I've
But
ever played in
we
my
learned
life,
a whole
let
bunch.
alone on an actual recorded podcast, video cast, what have you. Live stream. All right, so what did we learn?
A few things.
Martial prowess is garbage.
Martial prowess is not as good as you want it to be.
In this deck, particularly, yes.
Number 2, there's a lot of cards that reference attack cards or not,
Yes,
and a lot of cards that you expect to be attack cards
that are not.
are not.
Yes, correct. 100%.
That's what I learned.
And then we've got, so Beat Cop, I paid 6 to remove 9. So it's okay. It needed to remove a couple more turns worth of threat to be really good.
I think that's
actually well balanced.
The secret of Beat Cop. It costs 3. So until you've removed like 7, it's really not more efficient than most cards.
And we saw that one they dumped on is pay to remove 2 threat.
Yep.
So like in terms of that, you need to remove 3 to be as good. Probably 4 given the higher cost. So you got to remove 4.
It's going to take you a while. Now that said, obviously you can bust them to do the damage.
Yes.
So like
That was the get out of jail plan.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
if you remove 4 or 5 threat and then do that much damage back and actually need it to deal with minions,
Yeah.
that's a really good card.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's good. It's also Persona. That might matter for Miss Marvel. She's got some Persona stuff going on.
I also feel like 18 health is a lot.
It's a lot of health.
Yeah, I feel like when you're teaming up with, obviously we're like super one-dimensional as Hulk on Hulk action. I feel like I picture him with like Spidey protection, and like he will never have to flip back to Bruce Banner, like ever.
100%.
And that's going to be insane.
Why don't we do the same thing again and switch the aspects?
Deal.
You feel me?
Yep.
You feel me? Because now that we know all the garbage that we had failed on earlier, did you get all the cards out of here that didn't belong?
I didn't.
Mutagen, a mess of things. Is Scorpion's not it? Yeah, it's not that. Mutagen.
Gucci gang.
I got the beats in Owaka. Mutagen, expert standard. Okay, so deck is clean. We're gonna reset. We're gonna rethink everything. Take a
The
moment.
aggression allies are fire.
Now tell me this: how do you build Leadership Hulk?
So cards I really like in Leadership Hulk are Quinjet, cheap, and it ends up providing resources. He can't play the biggies. It's just too expensive. But I like Rapid Response because it's a 2 cost. If you when you get an ally in play, you get to recur it. I also actually like the card where you exhaust a number of allies to draw cards in Hulk, because his cards can do more damage than an ally can.
Okay, I'm into it.
Like his curve is actually weirdly high.
Okay, I'm into it. Do you want to play that?
Yeah, I can.
Are you hip to it? Like, are you excited more about defense or
I
leadership?
like protection and leadership with Hulk. I'm okay with both of those.
All right, give me leadership. That's the one that I've.
It reminds me of
I'm
your
most
Thor
experienced
build,
with.
where it's
Okay.
like he plays like cards that I feel like most heroes don't,
Okay.
because their damage curve on their cards isn't high enough to make it yield the results that he will inevitably.
Speaking my language here.
Here you go.
Okay, let's unsleeve Justice. And then, so basically the goal is play as many cheap allies as we can. Play Avengers Draw, whatever that card is.
Yeah, and the real question is like whether you do any of the expensive allies and
I think the answer is no. Let's zoom in, shall we?
Quinjet or not. That's the questions I'd be asking.
All right, I'll ask him.
Indomitable.
All right, top
Yes.
card for Hulk leadership. What is it? What's the number one card that Hulk can take advantage of the best in leadership? See what the chat's got to say. I think you stick to downtime. The carriers are questionable. The double resources are probably in. Wonder Man. Okay, let's see what that's about. What's Wonder Man up to? Here he is. Discard a card from your hand. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Sometimes in Hulk, that's just fine. All right, so Squirrels for sure. Wonder Man for sure. Maria Hill for sure.
Yes, I agree with all of this.
Hawkeye? In this particular matchup, it's not super relevant. When you use your basic thwart or basic attack, exhaust an ally, add that ally's matching power to your hero's power. You know, okay. All right. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Get our get ready pile. Make the call pile, maybe? Might not even make the call. Now, I do have that stand card in Hulk, so morale boost isn't terrible. It's about as not terrible as it always is.
Right
Each
down the
character
line.
+1, lead from the front. I don't feel I'm going to have enough allies for lead from the front. Strength in numbers is what I think that's right. That's a good way to build.
I do like Hawkeye, Quinjet. Like I think Quinjet will actually allow you to get some weird stuff going, but
What a combo player. One Quinjet? It's one Quinjet.
depends on how frisky you are.
I'm not frisky at all. I'm the opposite of frisky.
Meantime, I like being frisky.
Threat is going to be a problem with this combo. That's a good question. That's a good point. We got Maria Hill though. She's going to bring it home. What about that new card? Where's the new card that I'm supposed to be running?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Inspired heal stand.
That's pretty good. Wrong stack.
Is that the only one that matters?
Yep.
Okay. Inspiring presence. So I can only do this in hero mode. I see. I get it. Heal one from an ally and ready it. Okay, so Hulk's going to be there anyway. Let's go inspiring. But what good art, too. Woo!
Yeah, I love that art.
Woo!
All right, we did it. I'm gonna get some more water. You want anything?
No. Okay, whether or not I do this, so this is out. Definitely do power leadership doubles, so that's going to be 6. 15, so it's going to be 21. 27. 29, rapid response there. 30 for the one Quinjet. Gives me 10 cards left. 33. 36, probably for make the call. It's just not good enough. Morale boost is just not good enough. 37 for Hawkeye. 38 for Falcon. 39.40 Quinn and Helicarrier. I was able to ramp okay that game. I feel like that was good. It's probably worth doing. So let's go power leadership times 2. Well, no. You don't need power leadership. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards that take it? No. We'll not be doing that. Falcon is uber pricey. I'm hoping the Quinjet can make that happen. So, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We'll put Falcon on the side. 5, 26, 27, 28. Deck's kind of about strength in numbers. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. We probably go up to 3 rapid response. It's that good. 35, 36, 37, 38. And we're going to get ready twice. And that'll be my 40. Make the call for Lockjaw. That's hilarious. Why is everyone into Lockjaw again? Does anybody have a reason aside from the fact that it's cute? One more Quinjet. I'll go, Nathan. I'll go with it. I'll go double Quinjet. All right, we got a mess here.
What kind of mess?
I don't know.
To Falcon or not to Falcon? That is the question.
I could Avengers Tower.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably better than this Quinjet. Avenger, Maria, Avenger. So Maria Hill breaks it. If I go Avengers Tower, I think I put in Falcon. It's not likely he'll come in, but he's at least a fist resource to pay for stuff.
Well, if he does come in, it's the rapid responses that make it happen.
Yeah.
You basically soak a turn to actually get him in. And you have those 3 resource, right? Like the 3 physical?
Mm-hmm. The triples, yeah.
So that's the thing to me is like, he's less strapped for resources as Hulk than I would expect him to be.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. Okay, how about we just go here then? I think I'll go 3 strength in numbers just because it's a fist resource and it's kind of the point of the deck.
What up, Brandon? They're coming. It's still going to be a little while before any of those specific boards come out. So I wouldn't hold my breath too long on those.
Rapid response. So maybe Quinjet Inspiring Presence to throw in a Falcon and an Avengers Tower.
All right.
We got those.
Should be a neutral stack somewhere.
Could also go Mockingbird. Don't sleep on Mockingbird.
Mock.
It's not that good.
Are these just hanging out?
Yeah, I cut them. There's only like 7 cards that I can play with them. So, I don't know. Avengers
Really?
Tower? Yeah.
That's crazy. Let's see what you ended up with.
Well, I think I added a few allies since then, so it may be higher.
No, it's 7. That's,
Yeah.
It's boggling.
It could be 8 with Falcon, which kind of warrants him. Yeah. Mockingbird, that does work. Clea. Do we have Clea? Who's Clea? Isn't that... Yeah, you've got that. Protection. Power leadership with 7 cards, questionable. I don't think Avengers Tower goes in.
I agree.
Mockingbird probably, Falcon probably, and then I probably drop. I don't think I'm not gonna be able to do the vision thing.
It's too much.
It's too much. That's too much.
Whose leadership? You?
Yeah.
Gotta give you that. And let's get our favorite complimentary Goblin Thrall. Thanks for staying at Hotel Norman Osborne.
With 4 cards, I think power leadership's gonna be tough to play. Should I?
Is it a wild?
Yeah.
So it's
Fine.
fine. Delta says, be right back. I'm going to go put some corn dogs in the air fryer because I'm an adult.
I don't want to cut one of those because those are my... I don't know. I'm thinking about dropping Mockingbird. She gets less good over time, doesn't she?
I mean, I think in standard run-of-the-mill heroes, she's great. Like in non-Thor Hulk situations where you've been for a minute, 3 is a lot to pay for her when you don't have a board built.
Yeah, it's like stun and hit for 1 is your whole turn. All right, let's try power leadership. See if it works out for us.
Hand size of 5.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Definitely want that.
Got that unflappable?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Defense Hulk is going to be the jam.
Agreed.
I think it might be better than Aggression Hulk.
In its own special way.
I'm just saying it. Ben, that's awesome. Walking the Justice Dogs, a.k.a. Bruce Wayne and Diana Prince.
Can't save cards.
Honorary Avenger would be good here. It'd be really good, actually. I guess I should look through these neutrals again, huh?
Let's ditch these. Looking for better.
You know what I'm going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to add 1 card. I'm going to go to 41. Boom.
Nailed it.
You know, let's go to 42. Let's add that Mockingbird.
Get it in
Oh my
here.
gosh, let's go.
Now you're thinking like Hulk.
Let's just take some cards and put them together, yeah? Yeah, stun's good.
Exploratory learning.
I'm hip with that.
It's the monastery style. Get your hands in it.
That's right. Play those drums. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Immovable objects are really good.
Is that the +3 and...
Plus 4 hit points and retaliate 1.
And then endurance is +3 hit points for 1?
Yeah.
It's a better version of that card.
Retaliate.
But it's 3.
Yeah, but retaliate.
It's 3, though.
Did I mention retaliate?
Man, if that thing was 2, whew. I bet it started out 2 in playtesting. Okay, here we go. Let's see what our opening 5 is going to be. Get ready. Perfect. No, no, no. Interesting. I'm going to keep these 2. Probably worthless, probably worthless, probably worthless.
Give me Maria Hillo.
Suboptimal leap, rapid response, and downtime. I'm going to suboptimal leap with a limitless strength, which is interesting.
But there's no threat.
I can remove 5 threat right off the bat. It's going to start with 4.
Oh, that's right. And we each get 2 encounter cards for fun.
That's right. So what would I do? Suboptimal, and I probably...
Well, use Bruce's ability first.
I will.
Same
Yeah,
with me.
I will.
So I'm going to Bruce's ability and see what we get.
I'm going to Bruce his ability. Now the question is, so what am I actually looking for? So I really want to play the lab, but at the same time, it's going to be hard to be in Bruce Banner mode and get that to actually matter.
I mean, it happens. You get to use it twice when you go down, right? So like, you can. The way I ended up doing it was it let me get downtime in last time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when I flex down, I'm recovering at 10.
I'll probably drop rapid response
Yeah, you don't have allies yet.
because I have no allies. All right, so I get to draw first and see. It's a rapid response.
Well, learn that lesson.
All right, I'll drop one.
Jeremy asking, you mentioned there being FAQ on Ashes Reborn today. I'm curious when that'll appear. It'll be sometime after the stream. Steven's obviously can't be doing it right now.
You don't say. All right, so I'm the first player. I've got no Maria Hill. I've got a Boundless Strength and a Suboptimal Leap, which is ultimately all that I can do. I could also do this. Really, it's an awkward situation you find yourself in with this Limitless Strength. It just becomes awkward. No getting around it. There's no getting around it. You just gotta play it. Okay, so let's flip. Let's
I've got a weird turn
hit
too.
the minion.
Got him.
He's gone. Let's do the suboptimal leap. Remove all that threat. Then the question becomes, do you play Banner's Laboratory, Downtime, or Rapid Response? I think I'm going to be playing Rapid Response
All right.
with the lab and downtime. So I shouldn't take a lot of damage this turn. I should have allies that block, so I shouldn't need the recover as much.
Plus you have protection as your friend.
That's right. I've got you to block. I've been there before. I've played Thor. Take your turn. I'll go.
Yeah, I have a big decision turn.
Snack. You want anything? Cliff bar or something?
I'm all right. Thanks, though. So I'm basically deciding between I can play a movable object and then have a dead card in my hand. Or I can play Indomitable and Unflappable. And in either case, I can flip over. But if I flip over and I play Indomitable and Unflappable, I can't play a movable object. So it's kind of a weird turn no matter how I swing it, unless I stay down. But if I stay down, it's going to be 3 scheme plus a boost card, and the minion's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I did, Bruce. I think I'm just building. What I really want is to draw my strength card to be able to play that 3. So I think I'm going to stay down and just build. And all these encounter cards aren't going to be so horrible when I'm down either. It's an interesting equation. I'm going to take an interesting turn here.
I'm taking Banner's Lab instead of Rapid Response. I thought about it in the bathroom.
All right, mine. That's so good. I'm going to play Indomitable, Unflappable, and then I'm going to stay down.
Ooh, bold.
Yeah, basically, the other card I have in my hand is Immovable Object. And I ultimately really want to get Unflappable and Immovable Object down. Those are 2 like key cards in this thing.
Yeah.
And you removed all the threats, so there's not really as much pressure to not go up.
I'm into it. Yeah, because you're building. You're taking your little first turn build turn.
Yeah. So we're gonna do it, and then we'll be done. So
This
I'm gonna draw
stream
back up.
brought to you by Cliff Bar and Nalgene Plastic Products.
Nailed it.
HDPE, laboratory grade plastic, food safe.
Swoosh. I got a really good hand. This is gonna be good.
There's white chocolate. I hate white chocolate just as an idea.
Is it good?
It's fun.
You went back to it. We got a whole fresh restock, and you took that one.
Well, I just kind of want to get it out of the way.
You're going first this time instead of last.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that I ordered one box that was just all the blueberry? That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's yours though, isn't it?
I mean, it's fair game. I just got the variety pack plus then a lot of the one I really like. I like the other ones for a spot. You can't do them the same thing every time.
That's right. You gotta have a little spice. All right, 2.
Yes.
Is that up for debate?
Then he interacts with you first. He's attacking.
Mm-hmm.
That's for you.
Bring it on.
2 plus a thrall.
And then I take 1 from him.
Sweet. Then I'm going to get schemed on. 2 plus 1, so it's going to be 3 total. 4 actually, because of the old thrall down here.
1 here, and then 1,
2, 3.
2, 3, and then 1 more, because I take damage out of threat thing.
Yep.
We're good now.
All right, and then you get your bag cards. So here's your bonus bag card for the turn.
Discard 4 cards for me, if you would, please.
Each minion is the problem?
Mm-hmm. Take 3 or take the minion.
Ooh. All good. All good things.
Here's your ambitions, Goblin. Ah, Surge.
And you're exhausted. There's your surge.
Scorpion attacks your hero. If no attack was made, you are stunned.
Man, you got sat down and stunned?
Yeah, they telling me go to Bruce.
Run!
Okay. Goblin Glider. We didn't see that one last game, did we?
We sure didn't.
Huh.
Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support I control. All right, Indomitable. That's not so bad. Glad I played both. Can you imagine?
I love David Whitfield's comment, by the way. That's the kind of thing that I love.
I got caught off guard, by the way. If I had played
You're telling
my
me.
3-cost upgrade and that was the only thing I'd done for my turn and then it was caught off guard,
It would have been over.
it's not good business.
Game over. David's saying here, all Zach needs is indefatigable, and he has 3 British aircraft carriers of the illustrious class.
Unflappable, indomitable, and
indefatigable. Huh.
I see you. When revealed, Green Goblin attacks you. If I'm in alter ego form, do not give the villain a boost card for this activation.
He attacks you in alter ego.
3 plus... Oh, it doesn't get a boost card. 3.
3
That's
plus
how that
0.
works. 3, and then we put a threat on because he damaged me. Then, Hysteria. That's the worst one.
I hate that card.
This passes. Let's party.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I feel like I need some allies.
That's the leadership supposed way.
I played the lab because it opens up 4-cost allies.
Check this out, though,
Falcon.
dude. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's flip to Hulky Hulk. We're going to play Hulk Smash with a limitless strength. So it's 13 coming to the Goblin Thrall. Or do you want me to do it to this guy?
Well, I mean, it's up to you. All right. I'm going to sat down. They're the same stats, so it doesn't much matter. You may as well get rid of that guard so it doesn't screw up your
All right,
future.
3 here, 10 to Goblin. Got him. Then I'm going to play Immovable Object for 3. And that's my turn. So I have plus 4 hit points, retaliate 1, and if I don't take any damage, I draw a card. Hulk's ready.
Okay. Well, as much as I hate this, man, I think number 1 priority, I just got to get rid of Hysteria.
Yep. That card is awful.
All right. Make the call in Squirrels.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to flip down,
Yep. Use that resource, though.
draw a card. Ah, it's so close. You don't have a resource floating somewhere, right?
I do not. Matt, I like the theme of that. It says, Zach, Goblin broke into your lab and attacked you. Now you're angry.
Can't use that. Attaching Honorary Avenger.
Cool.
Holding on.
Cool,
Holding
cool,
on
cool.
to 1. I feel like we're about to throw it out like immediately.
That is going to be the problem in this match.
Yeah. Well, the allies are supposed to be pulling their weight here. But I'm finding the issue is that, again, I have power leadership, nothing to spend it on. Classic. This is just garbage. I think Hulk leadership might not be the dream that we thought it was.
All right, 2 on. Yay. Then he's going to attack me.
3 plus.
3 plus.
Elliot, we
2?
can't use the lab on Hysteria. Oh yeah, I could have played Honorary Adventure and then, yeah, so I had to do that in Hulk mode. I didn't draw it with the card draw.
Retaliate 1. And then he's going to scheme against you. For 2.
Scheme on you.
Plus put it in play.
yeah.
Sweet.
And then they both scheme, right?
Yep, so 4 total. It flips to the next stage.
Oh, gee, this is over. I mean,
It's
these
so
are
over.
unusable decks. You can't.
I don't think my deck's unusable. I think that we can't play together and not have someone dealing with threat.
Yeah. I think Hulk leadership is already out of the pile for me. I wouldn't even touch it. You can even see it when it's coming together. There's no reason to do it out of Hulk. He offers nothing. What does Hulk possibly offer the leadership aspect? Nothing, right? We all agree, nothing. He kind of does multiple attacks with a couple of cards.
I mean, leadership cards are good, right? So, like, doesn't matter who's playing it. Maria Hill, Hawkeye, MVP
But any other
cards.
hero could run it better than Hulk, right?
Yes, but not every other hero could stay in hero mode as long and or do as much damage as Hulk can do.
Right.
So he's leadership, like, it just...
So how is that making leadership better, I guess is the question.
It's not about making leadership better. It's like, if you need someone to be bringing Hawkeye or Maria Hill or the leadership cards in general, but they don't necessarily work in concert particularly.
If you need someone to bring the leadership cards, I would suggest not Hulk.
My question is like...
Which makes a lot of sense, right? He shouldn't be in leadership.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, as an example, how does Captain America...
Morale boost.
Nah.
Or whatever the +1 all his stats.
The lead from the front?
No, that too. Lead from the front and morale boost that says choose a player, they get +1/+1/+1.
I never
all
play
their
morale
stats.
boost out of Cap.
You could though. It's pay 1 to get basically +2 thwarting or +2 attack.
You could play it.
It actually has value
But
in
like,
Captain America.
I don't think Cap is doing anything that makes leadership outside of what Cap has.
Heroic Intuition works on him, but that's different. That's not in this faction.
That's justice.
He doesn't have a 4-card hand. That's a pretty big benefit. Everything else.
But like,
He doesn't have a 4. So leadership wants big hand sizes. Because you've got to string together, I feel like, multiple things. You could run morale boost in Cap. Lead from the front is much better in Cap. Strength in numbers, what have you. Avengers Assemble is way better in Cap.
yep. I mean,
You could Avengers Assemble with Hulk. You just can't pay for it, really. Unless you use your big thing on it.
yeah.
So I think the problem is, right, with your hand size being so low, you can't really do the inspired Vision Iron Man thing either. We could try it again, but
Well, I think the main thing is like, I don't.
also, yeah, Soldier Serum, so you're better at generating resources. And they're also, yeah, that's true, Elliot. There's a reason the Hulk deck doesn't have an ally.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have an ally. This is just, don't do it. There's just, you can try to justify it. I don't think this is.
Well, again, my point is like, I don't think he's particularly like great with leadership, but like, leadership cards are good, and Hulk has a higher damage curve than most heroes out of his signature pool. So like, it's not. When I look at Cap, it's like he's not necessarily. Maybe you can make the Super Soldier Serum resource argument, but like, he also doesn't have the 2 resource cards. So like, Hulk has 3 resource cards.
He has 2 3 resource cards, yes.
So like, Super Soldier Serum is +1 for 2 over a long series of turns. All that to say,
So, yeah, all the arguments I would make are all of Hulk's cards are expensive,
yep,
and all of the leadership allies you want to play are expensive. Hulk has a lower hand size as compared to Cap. He doesn't benefit from things that boost stats by attacking or thwarting multiple times, which I think is a notable exception. He's not a consistent resource generator. He's a twice in a deck consistent resource generator, not consistent, twice in a deck explosive generator, which is way worse, I think, for leadership that wants to consistently be playing an ally every turn, whether it's make the call or whatever. But I mean, that's fine. I think that's the way that it should be. Hulk is not the leader of the team,
Yeah.
right? That's the whole idea. Now, it would be cool if there was a variation where you could stay in lab mode and keep using this resource and like, you know, filter through your deck, but I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there. Do you still have, so why don't we do aggression and protection? The classic.
Okay.
The classic. So you stick on your protection thing, because I think you're about to go for it. And then just give me the aggression build that you were into.
it's It's the top of that stack.
All the top? Like the top whatever?
You basically get to a point where it's organized.
I'm going to cut these martial prowesses, I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah.
Now, you look at the aggression cards. Here we go. Sentry? I didn't know we got Sentry. When did we get Sentry?
He was in the deck. He was just floating around.
He's in the Hulk pack?
Yeah. He was in the deck I was
He's one of
playing,
my
but I just never got
absolute
him.
favorites, man. When I use my powers of 1,000,000 exploding suns, I unleash the void. He attacks the world every time I try to save it. Well,
It's pretty cool. Got him.
all right, so we're not going to run Hulk, so there we go. Okay.
Now, there's more cards in that stack. That was my stack plus my short stack.
Okay. I'm going to pull out all of these guys. Hulk, leadership, downtime. We're still into downtime?
I like downtime. For recovery with that much health, it's actually... You go down, you heal 4 every time you go down.
Especially with the lab. I guess that makes sense. Or you can make the argument you don't need downtime because you have the lab.
Yeah, man, I kind of like Steven's Thor aggression. I'm now very curious to make Hulk leadership work. It won't be this stream, but I'll
Good
make it
luck.
happen.
The good thing with Thor aggression is I can make the case for why Thor runs these aggression cards the best, if no other reason than mean swing.
I mean, that's the only reason. Because, like,
Yep.
every other reason says Cap's better out of aggression.
Yeah, and he probably is.
Yeah, and you can go down the list, right? That's kind of my point, though, is
But
like...
I'm not saying Hulk is worse than Cap in leadership. I'm saying he's the worst possible choice for leadership. Maybe behind She-Hulk, which makes sense. Now, there are some people that are into like the She-Hulk draw a bunch of cards deck, which can work in some situations. But what I'm saying is literally, I think any hero, even just the fact that he doesn't have an ally that he's bringing, already you can make the argument that like, no, there's nothing here for him. But when you consider Thor's got, he also gets an ally that he can search out with Asgard, for Asgard, so that's another benefit. He's got the get over here benefit because he's aerial, so he can draw a minion. So he has reasons to actually play aggression. He is one of the better to play it. Ultimately.
I think he has reasons, but again, it's like, I don't think...
So, as an example, there are 2 specific cards that only is good with Thor, really. Get over here and Mean Swing. Mean Swing, you can make the argument for Black Panther, but you have to play out the weapon first.
I think get over here, you can also make the Captain Marvel argument.
Yeah.
Because she can go aerial.
But she wants those lightning bolts. She wants those lightnings.
Yeah,
That's her
there's enough
aggression.
lightning bolts and aggression now.
Is there?
I mean,
I haven't looked at it
They
in a
have
while.
a big stack.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, 19. So the question is, do you still try to ramp or do you just roll? I think I'm going to go with the just roll strategy. Been there before. Prowess out. Yeah, because we've got a lot more of these low-cost cards, too. Dropkick, huh? That's a good card.
Yes,
Deal
it is.
4, stun, and draw?
Yeah.
Oof. That's like your hammer throw. Questionable. You gotta play She-Hulk, right? Just to do it. You gotta have the Hulk team.
That's where I was at.
Maybe not. She'll be in the maybe pile. I'll play Sentry because I love Sentry.
He's good. He's really
Yeah.
good.
Brawn will work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 plus 15 is 35. 36, 37, 38, 39. And one more slot.
'Tis the question.
Relentless, maybe? I'll do a Relentless. I'll do a Relentless just for the lulz.
A lot of minions.
I might have to drop Sentry. He's the only 4 cost. He breaks the mold. Oh, wow. Do yourself an encounter card. Yeah, I'm not going to play him. But I do love him.
I mean, he's really good.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't play him in Thor. I don't think I can play him here. All right. Let's do the little aggression protection mambo number 5. Boom, 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 boom.
Now I do think that
1,
leadership
2.
and justice are the worst with Hulk.
3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah. I've been surprised at the justice cards actually doing attacks these days, though, which is nice. It's a good bonus.
Sometimes you bring justice to the enemy, and you don't bring the enemy to justice.
How do you feel about katanas? Do you feel like they're as dirty or dirtier than dragon shields?
I feel like they're kind of getting dirtier.
You think that?
It's hard to say. I haven't been using Dragon Shields in a while. And we've been playing way more than I ever thought about playing.
Yeah,
anything.
so all my dragon shields are disgusting in my box over there.
Like when we played, what did we play? Oh, Ashes last week. I had Dragon Shields on them from 2016.
Yeah.
And they definitely felt old, but also they didn't feel dirty.
It's worth noting.
Yeah.
Notable. The debate for the ages, really. Katanas or dragon shields?
It's not obvious.
No, it's not. It's not. The katana was like the cool kid on the block there for a while. But dragon shield's like, yo, see you in 5 years.
Yeah, right? All right. Neither of us are leadership. You're aggression. I'm going to let you go first.
I am aggression. I'll go first. I've got the...
All my precious sorting work is dead. Where's the leadership pile? You have it somewhere? There it is. You gonna put that on top of it?
Yeah. Beautifully organized.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. At one point. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Rocket and Groot. You guys talking about that in the
That's gonna be super
chat.
fun. That's interesting. I have a thunderclap for the ages.
Can be very useful right now, actually. Very nice. That is cool, yeah. Using mean swing on the empty gun, that is really cool. Yeah, Dean on the KMC here. That's a popular one, too.
Very popular.
Didn't they get big in, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something?
That sounds right.
Mean swing with a gun would be so fun.
Just those.
The nurse?
Yeah. Paid out.
Yeah, we should, Matt. We'll do a 6 honorary Avenger She-Hulk and just start swinging.
We were swinging.
She'd be swinging for what, 10 at that point? She usually
A
swing
lot.
for 4.
She would be so honored.
She'd take what? She'd take 10 damage before she was gone? She'd take 4 or 5 damage before she goes.
4.
She can take 4.
So
she'd
she'd
be
have 9.
Swinging for 9.
Swinging for 10 plus for each damage. So that last swing would be 10.
Woo! All right, Holly Heroes, Limitless Strength, Skilled Strike. Oh my gosh.
That drop kick with Limitless Strength is fantastic.
Probably get Holly Heroes out. Although Skilled Strike, Chase Them Down is cool, but you're going to call the minions, right?
Technically, I can thunderclap to
Yeah, you
the
should.
ends of the earth.
You should. I'll play Holly Heroes.
But let's, I'm going to trigger
Use
his
our
ability
abilities,
first.
huh?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Goblin in the house. All right, let's do this thing. I'll also trigger my ability. Let's drop.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't have to do that yet. Nope. Drew another Chase Them Down, so there you have it. All right, first player is me. You're gonna handle. Oh wait, we've got a problem here. You can't thunderclap the guard before it goes away.
You can deal with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what that looks like then. So let's play Hall of Heroes. These two.
It's a shame you can't also play the thunderclap somehow.
Let's flip. Let's attack here.
Get yourself a token.
Get a token. Then Limitless Strength for the drop kick. Deal 4 damage. Stun that enemy. And then draw a card. Ooh.
Is it a 0?
No, it's not.
All right. Mine?
Bummer. Yeah. So this guy's going away. The end of my turn. We gotta dun dun. We gotta get our attention on. We gotta.
Okay. Let's flip.
Mirror in the back.
Thunderclap with a limitless strength.
Oof.
3. And 3.
It's ugly.
18. And then, yeah.
Just 6. Just getting her warmed up here. Now, limitless strength is tough.
Play another one using Advantage Laboratory.
Whoa!
Swing for 3.
Double limitless strength. Just when you needed it.
Not true. End of round. Have to discard that.
Hulk can have some weird turns, that's for sure.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. All right. Enemy attacks you, deal 5 to it. I'm going to spend deal damage to the enemy equal to your attack. Hello. Okay. I'm going to go.
All right. 2 on. He's attacking you.
He's stunned.
He's attacking me.
It's yours. Oh, wait. We didn't get our double. We get 2 at the start, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll keep it clean. Here's your boost.
Yeah, I got to think about this.
We got you, Elliot. We were short hit points on old Gabo, it looks like. So we should have been at 36.
I think this should be a 20.
Minus 4. 32. Minus 3. So you should be at 29.
No, I thunderclapped him. So 26.
Did you also swing at him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did 6 to him.
26.
I'll just take it. So 2,
He doesn't have hysteria yet, at least.
3, 4, and he adds 1
Mm-hmm.
because he damaged me.
I remember playing this now.
Yeah, it's painful.
That should have just been damage, right?
Yep. 4. I'm trying to wheel us and deal us out of a win here. You know what I mean? All right, here you go. Go ahead.
Tells me we are not ready for this, man.
My body.
All right, Goblin Reinforcements has 2 on it. Place 1 additional for each Goblin minion. There is none. Just 2. How are we going to deal with threat this game?
Just win.
Scorpion attacks you if no one was attacked. It gains stun, so I'm going to be stunned. Death from above. When revealed, your Goblin attacks with +2 because that's the stage number. So he's going to be at a 4 plus a boost. On me, 5. There goes the hysteria. Good.
All right, I get tail swept, so I get stunned. Why not?
Scorpion.
Master plan, go ahead and put 4 over here. And then assault, he attacks me. 2, 3, plus 1 on.
Oh, right. I should have done that too. You didn't do that for me, did you?
Nope, I don't think so.
Done? We
Done.
did it all? Man, we're going to struggle with this.
All right, this passes to me. Let's remove the stun.
Ugh, master plan on that is
Let's
awful.
actually not remove the stun.
Ugh.
I'm going to flip down. Because fun times. I just know this is so bad.
I'm scared.
Let's use my ability.
My role here is just to punch, right? That's the idea? Having a good time over there?
Mm-mm.
I feel like Justice Aggression was crushing it. Or Justice...
Comparatively?
yeah, comparatively, it was doing really well.
Let's recover.
Why is that?
Let's play an energy barrier.
Why was that happening?
Pass?
Ugh. Those mashed potatoes out of here, man. Ugh.
We knew it was bad.
This is horrible.
Here's what I think we should do.
What's that?
Go home.
Get out of here.
And then what we should do is come back next week. One of us is going to play Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Probably me. I think I'm on my month of Hulk.
Yeah,
time.
you got to do your Hulk
But
exploration.
you've got to play someone.
Are you going to bring that leadership garbage in here?
I don't know. I'll probably have multiple decks built.
This is only on expert, too.
Yeah, we're getting wrecked.
Rexpert.
But then you can do whatever you want. You can play Black Panther.
I will do
You can have
whatever
a
I
good turn, good fun. You can play She-Hulk. That could be fun for a second. She-Hulk Justice is
Play
actually
Black
good.
Panther and have a great deck. Enjoy the game.
You know, do whatever you want to do.
That is one of my favorite things. You know, Hulk's a great puzzle. He's going to be one of those that's fun to figure out.
I feel like I am enamored with Hulk like you were with Thor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we all get, like, Hulk aggression can do a lot of damage. That's cool. I won't be playing aggression next week with Hulk.
What are you going to play?
I don't know yet. I like protection a lot. It turns out, I remember Evan, who was demoing the game for us live at Gen Con,
Yeah.
we were talking about aspects after and, like, was not impressed with protection.
Yeah.
And then I was like, after playing Spider-Man Protection once, I was like, that's awesome.
I think I love it. It's kind of your high-flying style, too. You like that, right?
Yeah. It's damage when you least expect it.
That's right. That's what you want.
Got
really.
him.
That's what you want. So I'll show you what my turn basically is here.
This could be fun, too. People are saying we should at some point try double aggression with Thor and Hulk.
That would be awesome.
The Bruise
from work,
Brothers.
yeah.
I like the friends from work.
We could do...
We got to start there. That's actually...
Okay, let's do that.
I'll
Let's do that.
start there. Just see if we can bury Goblin before he does anything.
Toe-to-toe, we'll clear the stun there. Then we'll swing 3 into Goblin, and then we'll do 3 more with a crushing blow.
Nice.
So 6 total done. Seems fine. You could also take that turn and just do your suborbital leap. Is an entire turn removing 5 threat okay? Like, is that good enough?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I really don't. See, this is what Thor runs into, too. These hands. These healing hands. It's just like...
I mean, with Hall of Heroes, though, Thunderclap, as long as we get 2 minions, is actually really great.
Yeah, it'd be awesome with Thunderclap. It would be awesome.
And then you flip down, save your 2, and then you have a 3 draw coming the next turn, too. So, like...
Yeah. If you get the minions.
That we'll see. Let's just see if we
Let's
lose
see,
here.
let's see the next
We
one.
had 2. Cool. Then I'm first player, so he's going to scheme for 2, 3. We're going to go ahead and advance to the next stage.
And what happens? We get a bunch of minions when that
I don't
happens?
know.
Wait, that might be good for Thundercloud.
Isn't that what we wanted? 2A.
Yeah, looking Delta Loco, yeah, you can use more than one interrupt on a single basic attack for sure. You can mean swing and skilled strike.
We don't get minions. It's just X is equal to the number of minions.
Okay.
And it comes in with 8.
And there's a when completed here too.
I didn't read that.
In player order, each player not engaged with the Goblin minion discards 3 cards from the encounter deck and puts the first Goblin minion into play.
Started with me. Got it.
Keep discarding.
And discard
Yeah.
and discard. And then you get...
There it is, except this one's not the one I wanted.
You can get them off the table with your regular attack now. Hopefully.
With combat training?
I don't. Yeah. Okay. And then he attacks you for 2 plus
Bring
a
it on.
card. Add 1 because he's damaging you.
There's a Goblin Soldier.
There you go.
But these aren't the clappable minions.
You still do 3 and then punch him. Like a boss. Oh, we only get 1 card.
So he's doing 2, no boost. So I take 3.
Yeah. And
I
I put
take
the
1.
threat on for him
Thank
attacking
you.
you.
Then we got to deal with the old Goblin Soldier too. So he does 1 to me. And then we deal with Goblin Knight. After he attacks me, discard a card from the encounter deck. If it's a Goblin minion, and put it into play. So discard that there. It's not a Goblin minion. And just like that, we're at 10, man. Whew! And then we get an extra encounter card.
That'd be me. All right, first, let's get a monster. When revealed, if I'm stunned, I take 2 damage.
You're not stunned.
Oh, I'm stunned.
Oh.
But I would have been stunned if I hadn't So, you know, oh, and then a Goblin Soldier. We got all the minions, actually.
Wow.
Hopefully I get it a clap.
There's a mess of things. More cards coming in.
Hmm.
Place 2 additional for each stunned friendly character. That's you. Okay. Well, I'm ready to. I'll pause it here. Yeah.
Well, just take your turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Just take one turn. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna use my ability. That's not what I needed. Cool.
So clap. How did this happen? This is a mess. This is an absolute mess.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's clap here. Thunder clap. 3 damage everywhere. 3 there. 3 here. 3 here. I feel like we need to get rid of those big ones with the big attacks, the Hulk smashies. Hall of Heroes counters coming in. I'm flipping. Oh no, wait! I've got to kill this guy. So there's nothing. I can do 6, 3, and 3 there. Let's do that.
Yep.
And then I'll swing at monster. That'll get me my second counter.
You got it.
What does he do when we die? Huh? Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
All right, I'm gonna flip, and actually, I'm gonna use this right now. Don't even think about it. 1, 2, 3. They're all hero actions. Guess that's why you don't do it. All right, now let's zoom out here. All right, so let's talk about this. That's why you don't do it, I guess. So what does that turn look like? We go 5, and then we come to the next turn and
you get
draw.
his filter too. You draw 3, and then you filter.
3, yeah. So then you come into the turn with the old big. That's a big turn.
Yeah.
You can just tell, you know, from looking
When
at
I was
it.
playing aggression, I definitely had those moments where it's like when I'd haul a heroes into a 8+ card turn.
You can like. This is that weird math where like you technically skilled strike to pay for Jarnbjorn, and then you pitch skilled strike for Jarnbjorn, or you use it. Doesn't matter. It's the same difference. It's 2, and then you've got that out, and then you've got probably a Hulk smash through something. I don't know. I'd probably try to get an unstoppable force through.
This lets you ready and draw a card. Maybe you pay for it there.
Boom. Then is it time for Hulk smash, or is it time for Boundless Rage?
Either
doesn't matter.
Probably Hulk smash.
It's not. It's a fine. That's a 13 damage attack.
13 damage plus this was 3. Plus you get 2 more here. So that's 18 damage.
That's an 18 damage turn.
Going into that.
Without really thinking about it. And then if you'll pay for that, then you can remove some threat next turn too, which is nice.
Yeah, but that's where like if you have someone who just keeps people off of Hulk, regardless of what you're playing. Aggression obviously I think has some nice things going on, but like anyone that just soaks up the attacks means that Hulk can take attacks. That's the thing. You don't need someone that takes all the attacks. So I'm picturing like I think Captain America is also fantastic here. Like Spider-Man could keep him from ever being attacked.
Yeah. Classic. So this is the question we have to ask ourselves, right? You guys, we're all going to ask ourselves this question. Not that it's necessarily a game of comparisons, but I will say this. Is it, in the situation you're talking about with Spidey protection and an aggression player, would you rather have Thor aggression or Hulk aggression? I think that's the question that I want to answer for my own consciousness.
So, I feel like Hulk's damage curve is ludicrous. Like he starts out, he already has more strength than Thor without having to play the hammer. And then he's got, let me just flip through here. He's got a +10.
But you'll notice it's expensive.
But like compared to the hammer throw. So the hammer throw costs 3 as
8
well,
with
but you
overkill.
also have to bounce the hammer.
But you also got to make an attack with smash, which is why
That is
hammer
the
throw
downside.
gets around stun, which makes it really good because all these aggression heroes can't do anything if they can't attack.
Yeah, now Thunderclap's not an attack.
Thunderclap is just what lightning strike should have been.
Correct.
Yep.
I also think that crushing blow, like everything's damage here. Like that just does his damage and attack.
Yeah, does 3 damage. Right on.
That's also fantastic. He has two copies of a ready interview.
Immovable object is so expansive.
Mm-hmm. Also, that's pretty great.
Suborbital leap is interesting. Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean,
but like most of Hulk's turns, you're going to either be playing suborbital leap or you're going to be using your three cost thing on something else.
So I think the main thing is Hulk's damage curve is higher. It's like lifted up
higher,
above
but
most
straight
people.
line.
But it's also very linear.
It's a straight line.
Thor spikes like lightning. Like it's like he literally got him.
Thor has a better late game.
So the thing about Thor is his draw when he gets hit with minions. Like I think in his card pool, he'll have 8, 9, 10 card turns.
Right.
Hulk, I think, almost necessarily needs to be playing something that lets him draw. Because like both Thor and Hulk, when you have 7 to 9 cards,
are good.
Do more damage than any other hero does.
Yeah. But like, so Thor's late game is God of Thunder, Asgard, and then anything else you might want to include, right? So like those 2 cards alone mean my late game is +1 card over Hulk and +1 or 2 resources over Hulk every turn. So once you get to that point with Thor, it's like, it's not even, at that point, he's looking a little more exponential compared to Hulk's straight line. Because how does Hulk doesn't have anything that makes him better over the course of the game in his signature pool, right?
Yeah.
It's all just
events. Technically probably the stronger thing that Hulk has is 4 more health. But then he has the laboratory, which is +2 recovery.
Mm-hmm.
So then like he naturally has I flip down, I get my resource. Because it's a 2-for-1 resource when you're down, which is the opposite of Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Thor is 2-for-1 when you're up into hero mode. So he can stay in hero mode a little bit longer because of his health. And then when he does go down, he's going to naturally recover.
Well, naturally recover a bit better.
And get the resource there.
Yeah.
Whereas Thor spikes because he gets extra cards.
He gets extra cards.
Thor aggression means he can Hall of Heroes and use his ability. So he has 12 card turns.
Yes. And he's got the helmet, so that's what, 5 hit points I think over the
Hulk's 4.
3 or 4, and then the retaliate one kind of they're close.
They're close.
That's the thing, is they're close. If I could take Thor's resource generation and add the Hulk cards to it, we would have something.
It would be insane.
That would be fantastic. Yeah.
But they both hit harder than anyone else hits, which is they should.
Right.
I mean, they should be comparable in that nature.
I'm trying to think of, I don't remember Thor having any high costs. He's got the 2 cost God of Thunders, he's got the 3 cost Hammer Throws are the big ones, and then he's got a 1 Lady Sif at 4 cost, and then everything else is like piddly. Lightning Strike, which is just a resource most of the time.
God of Thunder.
God of Thunder is the 2. He's got got Defender of the 9 Realms, 0.
Yeah, he's also got the Asgard and the Search for
Asgard is 1, yeah.
And the actual Asgard.
And Asgard itself is 3, yeah. So he's actually more of a builder. Mm-hmm. Who would have thought? I didn't think that. I didn't even build the deck to build.
Yeah, and it makes sense because like they should both be strong, but also Hulk should be less about building, and he's just smashing things.
So is the name of the game then, like Duckspeed saying, I think this is right, in multiplayer, if you just push cards to Hulk and resources to Hulk, isn't that what the Avengers do?
Yeah.
They just like spin him up and set him loose on the problem?
Like in a 3-player game, I'm excited to play Hulk in the 3 or 4-player games that I play. Because like you can have utility players, and he's literally just like everyone that has spare cards or resources on their like uneven turns.
Pump them into the
You just
Hulk
throw
game.
them Hulk's way, and you know they're going to get used for something crazy.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, honestly, I feel like he's built to be the 3rd player at the table, or 4th. I think Thor feels the same way. Like solo Thor,
but
from
Thor
what
has
people are
his own
saying,
movies.
is like, that's right. That's like a big controversial
So,
thing. It's like a curse.
All I'm saying is...
Technically, Hulk had his own movies.
What were they called?
Incredible Hulk.
Really?
It was right before Iron Man. It was Edward Norton.
Was it before they like became a engine?
It was supposed to be a part of the same thread, but then Iron Man hit, and they decided to like go. It was like a fork in a road.
Interesting.
Edward Norton was not happy because he was supposed to be Hulk in cinematic universe, and then he was not Hulk.
Wait, why would they do that though? What was wrong with that version as opposed to what they needed to redo it
Well,
as?
the Incredible Hulk movie didn't do so well.
Right.
So, and it was
Hulk's sad.
It wasn't his fault.
Mm-hmm.
It was just not.
Is it a good film? No. Okay, so it's not a good film.
It's not The Rise of Skywalker, but it wasn't a good movie. You know, it was like, it was fine. It was actually fine. So they had Edward Norton and Liv Tyler was in it. She was his main love interest. And then ultimately the plot was just kind of like, okay.
Right. Well, I mean, again.
Yeah. So
it's Hulk.
Then the Iron Man movie came out and it did phenomenally. And that's when they really hit the Marvel DNA. Like the original Thor was more like in the vein of like the X-Men or Spider-Man movies from the 2000s.
Yeah.
A little more serious.
A little serious.
Than like, not that Spider-Man was overly serious.
A little less
like
fun.
Marvel figured out their formula. And so then instead of having him come back and have that movie kind of like hanging around, they just got a new actor. And I think that's made them nervous to do a Hulk movie.
Okay.
Since then.
Well, David Lattimore here is saying people think that Ed Norton wanted too much money or was difficult to work with. And Brandon Springer is saying Iron Man was in Ed Norton Hulk at the end.
Yeah.
So it's technically in the universe.
It still counts as in the universe, yeah.
But like nobody talks about it, everyone forgets about it.
Yeah.
Kind of the thing that you shuffle away into the corner of the
and then I think that made them nervous to do it. But you know, if you did a Hulk movie like they did Thor, where you have complementary characters happening, like they could easily do a Hulk movie.
Do you think Hulk would work in the style of, what was that third one that I love so much? That old Watiko.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, yes. Can Hulk do that though? Thor is just the perfect, like, goofy character for that movie. Like he can just be like, oh look, Thor's dumb, but he's still a hero and awesome. Hulk is a little bit more complex, I think, in the framing. I
think Hulk, it's got to be psychological more than anything, right? Like you could almost make a Hulk like horror movie,
like a Joker style thing, where it's like not that deep, obviously.
Imagine
or dark,
if like I don't know if it fits the Marvel vibe.
It feels like a DC movie now.
Yeah,
though.
but like if it was like the recognition that you have this like monster underneath that you can't control.
Yeah,
it's like that's pretty terrifying.
Yeah. So that doesn't seem like Ragnarok at all.
But I do feel like they will absolutely make a Hulk movie, or like it's almost the thing I would do is make like a kind of like Thor Ragnarok, where it's like because Thor wasn't by himself, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a lot of the early hero movies, they were by themselves, but now they're interwoven more.
We probably just need a Hulk Thor little run.
No reason not to.
Right, like a Hulk Thor team up movie. That's kind of Ragnarok. The Hulk Thor dynamic in that movie was awesome.
Yeah,
it was so good. All right, well that's what we needed, right? Final thoughts on Hulk?
I need a lot more. I have a couple weeks left to play him.
So let's go the next like 3 or 4 weeks, so getting Hulk ready. Basically, this is the series now where it's about figuring out how to play Hulk the best.
I think step one is we should, just because it'll be fun, play Thor and Hulk Aggression.
Okay. And
then I'll have multiple Hulk decks built, and we can start flexing into Hulk as a complementary piece to other builds.
Right.
And I do think that Hulk Aggression is rightfully probably going to be like the most efficient Hulk, but I'm curious to explore lesser known paths.
I know the reason. It's because, well, there's a lot of reasons, of course, but the reason is because his card pool is already aggression, right? Like his signature cards are already aggression. So are you just actually doing more than you need to do from the red cards when you could be bringing in other things? Like I thought like Stealth Strike and stuff was functioning pretty well in a Hulk deck.
I think that's ultimately, your point is correct on leadership, where it's like leadership requires resources.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard when you have these low resources characters.
Yeah.
But that's my thing, is like his cards already do so much damage and actually take up so many of your resources.
Yeah.
That the aspect cards really need to be 0 and 1s.
Yep.
So that's where like,
that's a way to do it.
When I'm looking at the card pool, it's like which card pools, or not even which card pools, what are the 0s and 1s in this card pool that are worth playing? Which is why I like cards like Quinjet out of Leadership, where it's like you just put the 1 down. It's eventually going to turn into a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, but the problem, you have to include high cost cards for Quinjet to be good. So if you draw them out of order, you're just sitting on high cost cards on top of high cost cards. Whereas like maybe if you did Justice, Great Responsibility is a 0. That weird turn of boost cards is 0. It's just not good enough. What about Protection? That you've got all the 1s in Protection. That's actually reasonable. I bet that's where you go.
Protection is
100% bet
very reasonable.
that we're going to see Hulk Protection at the start of the stream at the stream next Monday. We'll do Aggression first, then I'll bet you pivot right into Protection. And I might go into Black Panther, we can get back to Dad. We can go back to Black Panther leadership and just kind of put a security blanket over Hulk and see what he can do.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, everybody. Hey, thank you. We're going to play some Flesh and Blood tomorrow.
Ashes on Wednesday.
Ashes on Wednesday. So join us for that if you've never seen the game. We're going to do a lot more playing of it rather than talking about how it's coming back, which is exciting. And then what are we doing Thursday? You're soloing Middle Earth.
That's right.
So here's what happened. So Zach, we played Middle Earth CCG. It was awesome. As bizarre as it was awesome. And then Zach was like, okay, so I was going to be gone one day, and he's like, I'm going to build up for this solo mode of Middle Earth CCG. And I was like, that sounds cool, all right. I'm curious to see how that goes. So you built it all. You built the encounter deck to play against you, and then you built your own deck for you to play.
So that last stream, I actually built my own deck first, which was its own wild process.
So you did nothing but deck building for hours.
You can imagine the deck building process for that game.
I can't.
Was next level.
I can't. You may as well just go read the books.
But it clicked.
Yeah.
It actually is a lot simpler than I gave it credit for. But then I got done with building a deck, and then I had seen some ideas online, and then hadn't seen anyone fully explore what I was thinking. So I built the way to play this game solo.
Okay.
But I only got about halfway on camera.
And you didn't actually, so you finished that process off camera, but haven't actually played it yet.
I played one test round at home just to see
if it's just
it worked.
Yeah.
And it was surprisingly good.
It worked.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're actually going to stream that on Thursday. I'm going to be getting some work done in the meantime. I might actually be here. I might just pop in and give you some trouble. And then Friday, of course, Arkham. We're continuing our run through Dunwich Legacy.
We're coming out. We only have 3 left.
Only have 3 left, yeah. And we got SkyTet release is imminent. I know that's on the way.
I can't wait to play SkyTet again.
I did. Give me Into Ashes and let's go. Let's get it done. Flesh and Blood, we're finishing up our final Blitz deck building. So we're at the end of the road. We've got 2 more heroes to build. And then we'll start previewing Crucible of War cards at some point,
which I'm also excited about.
Which we got more coming from that. And then, of course, like we said, Ashes. And there's a lot of news and interesting things to go on Ashes. Once we get Rise of Red Skull, oh my gosh, it's going to be such a fun campaign exploration. I can't wait. We're going to run through it multiple times.
We're about a month out from that. So this next 3 or 4 weeks, I'm going to be exploring Hulk, and we're just kind of exploring everything before I think we're between that and Kang the month after. I think we're doubling the villains in the game.
Yeah.
So we're going to have plenty to do after that.
It also means we can play the stuff we really like to play because we'll be done exploring kind of the heroes at that point. Yeah. I can't wait for Hawkeye. I can't wait for Quicksilver. Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch. And of course, if you guys need the products, we got them. The subscription services, I'm willing to say unequivocally the best way to get those products at this point. Many people have agreed with that statement and have signed up over the past year or so. And if you'd like to be one of those, we'd love to have you. We'll send you the products automatically, and we open those subscriptions up whenever we can. Sometimes they go out of stock just because we got to make sure we can get the products to serve those subs. Thank you guys so much. Have a great time. Have a good Monday. It's over. You're probably going, well, I can't say that because the world's on a different time than I am. Might be over, might just be getting started. Either way, find the good in it. We will see you tomorrow.